Welcome to Email Building AudioBlogs. Here, we will learn a ton of information on how to build your email list so that you can tap into one of the most powerful ways to reach your clients. https://mailchimp.com/resources/how-to-build-your-email-list/ This is from MailChimp. How to build your email list. Email marketing helps you build a relationship with your customers. Here's how to combine pop-up forms and Facebook ads to start growing your list in a few simple steps. No matter what type of business you operate, an email list is the most important element of a successful marketing strategy. With that list, you can share your story, promote your business, and showcase your products, all while turning subscribers into paying customers. In this recipe, you'll learn how to quickly build a list from scratch by combining two of MailChimp's most powerful tools: pop-up forms and Facebook ads. Time: 50 minutes or less. First, create a branded pop-up form for your website. Pop-up forms provide visitors with a quick, convenient way to share contact information and subscribe to your list while they are browsing your site, making them a powerful tool for audience growth. They are easy to add to your site, and they are proven to work. Our research shows that MailChimp users have seen their list growth rate increase by an average of 50.8% after adding a pop-up form to their site. MailChimp users have seen their list growth rate increase by an average of 50.8% after adding a pop-up form to their site. Build a pop-up form in 3 steps. Time: 20 minutes. 0. Design your form. Tip: create forms with the user experience in mind. If you need any design tips or best practices, we've got you covered. 0. Set your display timing. Tip: align the timing of your pop-up form with the average amount of time a visitor spends on your website. Set the form to appear immediately, or with a 5-second delay, if people aren't inclined to spend much time on your site. If visitors have a tendency to browse, consider a 20-second delay or a scroll-based trigger when someone reaches the middle or bottom of your page. 0. Generate the code and, if necessary, paste it into your site's HTML. Tip: if you've connected your site to MailChimp, you can automatically publish your pop-up form in just one click. Build a pop-up form. Set the form to appear immediately, or with a 5-second delay, if people aren't inclined to spend much time on your site. If visitors have a tendency to browse, consider a 20-second delay. Next, find your people with Facebook ads. Facebook ads help you reach new audiences and find new customers by targeting people who are similar to your existing contacts. In fact, we've found that targeting an audience that's similar to your MailChimp list can lead to a 29% better ROI than interest targeting alone. But Facebook ads aren't just used for selling stuff. In just a few steps, you can create an ad that drives people to your site so they can quickly and easily sign up for your email list. Create a Facebook ad in 3 steps. Time: 30 minutes. 0. Target people with similar interests. Tip: you've collected a lot of information about your existing customers. Now you have the opportunity to put that data to work for your business. Facebook analyzes the profiles of the contacts on your MailChimp list, then creates a lookalike audience based on shared interests, behaviors, and demographics. 0. Design your ad, complete with your website URL. Tip: choosing the right image for your Facebook ad can make all the difference. Our cheat sheet will help you select an image that looks great and leads to conversions. 0. Set your budget. Tip: your budget represents the maximum amount of money you want to pay to run your ad. You can choose to spend any amount you'd like, even as little as $5, and you'll only be charged for each person that clicks your ad. Create a Facebook ad measuring your success after publishing your pop-up form and Facebook ad. Monitor your reports to keep track of your progress and learn exactly how many new people join your list. Once you have a baseline, consider adjusting your messaging, timing, and other variables to see how your conversion rate is affected. Bonus: turn on a welcome series. Now that you've got the pieces in place to start growing your list, you're ready to create a welcome email that automatically sends when new people subscribe. You can use this email to offer a discount or exclusive content, promote your newest or best-selling products, or simply thank new subscribers for their interest in your business. https://neilputtle.com/blog/quick-email-marketing-lists/ How to create a killer email list from thin air. A beginner's guide. Home. Email marketing last updated on the 21st of December, 2018. You've probably heard people say, the money is in the list. What does this mean? In online marketing, you need to learn how to create an email list fast and from scratch. This is the best form of communicating with your customers. Even though social media gets a lot of attention, the most valuable digital channel is building your email list for free. Image source: study after study has shown that email beats out every other form of online marketing in terms of ROI. According to Adobe, email has an ROI of $40 for every $1 spent. That beats organic search and paid search combined. Image source: when compared with all the other forms of online marketing across all industries and niches, email wins the day, always. Image source: but if you don't have an email list, none of this makes any difference. The only way that you can maximize your marketing value is by building a list. But how do you build a list? What if you're starting from ground zero? No email list whatsoever. The following is a step-by-step process that you can follow if you have absolutely no email list. How to create an email list from nothing. You can't create an email list if you don't have a few other things in place first. At a minimum, here are the resources that you should have before you start creating your email list. 1. You must understand your audience. Who are you targeting? Before you begin building an email list, it's helpful to have an idea of who these people are. I recommend that you create a marketing persona, a made-up person that represents your ideal customer. A basic persona should look something like this. Fill in the gaps with everything that you know about your target audience. Image source: a complete persona would look something like this. Image source: the more you know about your audience, the better. Image source: here's why creating a persona is so important. You need to figure out where your audience hangs out. First, you need to find people, and then they will give you their email address. One of the most valuable places to find your audience initially is through social media. If you can discover where your audience hangs out socially, you will be able to get their email addresses more easily. Image source: 2. You must have a website. Next, you need a place where your potential list members will gather. Basically, you need a website. Creating a website can be a big scary step, so let me explain how to make this as easy as possible. You don't need a huge website in order to create an email list. In fact, all you really need is a landing page, a single page website that contains your email opt-in form. You can create a beautiful landing page in just a few minutes using any one of these services: landerapp.com, icontact.com, hubspot.com, leadpages.net, unbounce.com, wix.com. Most landing pages have a few key features, such as an image, a headline, and bullet points. Image source: if you choose a service like Leadpages, you can use one of their pre-made landing pages proven to have high conversion rates, like this one. Image source: your landing page must have an opt-in form. An opt-in form is where subscribers enter their email address. Just a quick note about websites. If you choose to use a paid advertising channel like Google AdWords or Bing, you should make sure that your website complies with all their regulations. Some advertising channels require that you have a multi-page website that includes pages such as contact, terms of service, and privacy policies. 3. You need an email marketing service in order to communicate with your new email list. You're going to need an email marketing platform. There are plenty of platforms to choose from. You can start simple and inexpensive with a service like MailChimp. Image source: or you can go high-end and use something like Infusionsoft. Image source: an email platform has a very simple purpose. 1. Organize your email list. And 2. Send emails. As your email marketing grows, you're going to be doing a lot more with your email list, like sequencing, drip campaigns, etc. If you're starting from scratch, however, just focus on collecting those addresses in a safe and legitimate way. 4. You need a tantalizing offer. Whatever you're offering, selling, building, creating, or asking, people need a reason to join your list. Think about it. If you came across a landing page that asked for your email address, you wouldn't want to do it unless you were going to get something in exchange. What does your target audience want? Often, the best offers are your best resources, totally free. You can give them access to your software, a report, an ebook, or something else that gives real value. Aweber offers a free guide to standing out in the inbox. This generic opt-in shows you some of the standard ingredients of a tantalizing offer: a clear benefit-oriented headline, bullet points, and an image. That's it. You're ready to start collecting addresses. Don't you need content, product, or service? Not at first. Here's why. In many cases, you can build a list to get information, not to give information. How does this work? In the very early stages of a business, it can be useful to discover what your audience wants using a survey. First of all, you figure out what they are looking for, and then you give them what they want. Obviously, there needs to be some tantalizing offer that appeals to your audience in general: a free download, a white paper or report, or simply giving them the survey results. So, yes, eventually, you must deliver value to your audience. By value I mean things like free resources, helpful information, or some other offer. No one will want to stay on your list unless they are getting something from it. Start building your email list with your existing resources. Buying an email list isn't a good idea. Use what you have to add your first few email addresses. What kind of resource do you already have? You probably already have a few email addresses in your work email or Gmail accounts. Can you just add these to your email list? Number. But you can email these people personally and send them to your landing page. Here's how one blogger did it. He sent an email to a friend, asking, "Want me to include you?" His email included a nice hook: cool places in Nashville to hang outdoors. It also included an attention-grabbing image. His friend emailed back, "Above images source personally. I would recommend sending these people the link to your landing page. That way, you're not manually inputting the email addresses of people who want to be included. Instead, they are personally opting in themselves." Where else can you find people to add to your list? Social media. If you have a social media account, you can post a link to your landing page. Posting the link on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and everywhere else you can think of will definitely pull in a few email addresses at least. Social media will give you exposure far beyond your own circle of friends and family. Most social media platforms, for example, allow your information to be publicly accessible. Using the right hashtags on Twitter will give you a broad range of exposure to hundreds of people. Image source. Another powerful social media method is to join relevant groups where your target audience is active. Often, these groups allow you to post links to your own product or services, allowing people to opt in. LinkedIn groups are one of the most powerful methods of gaining exposure and interaction. LinkedIn groups often consist of members who are exactly the people you are trying to reach. Give yourself a week to a month to pound social media for results. You may be shocked by what you get. As long as you have an appropriate offer, your email list may explode to dozens or hundreds of email addresses. Now, it's time to take things to the next level. Purchase ads. So far, you've been able to build your list organically. This is the best way to do so, but it's not necessarily the fastest. Not yet anyway. As you build subscribers, create content, and gain organic traffic, your email list will grow spontaneously. But you can jumpstart your list by purchasing ad traffic. What kind of paid traffic? Here are the best sources. Facebook ads. Using Facebook's powerful segmentation features, you can quickly target your ad to a very narrow demographic. You may pay a few dollars for every email address, but you will get value by using Facebook ads. LinkedIn sponsored updates. LinkedIn's native ads provide a similar level of targeting. Obviously, a LinkedIn audience is going to differ in nature and purpose from Facebook, but if this is your audience, give it a try. Twitter ads. Twitter ads will promote your tweets to a growing audience, bringing more traffic to your landing page and potentially gaining more followers. 2. Using AdWords. You can grow your list by 10 times. AdWords gives you a huge influx of targeted traffic that will blast the size of your list to unbelievable heights. Doesn't all this cost money? Of course it does. Don't run from it just because of the associated costs. Remember, the money is in the list. Whatever money you spend on gaining email addresses, you will get back in the revenue from this list. Start getting subscribers with content marketing. Everything that I've described so far is a very targeted method of list building. However, there's a far more powerful strategy that I haven't even touched on yet. Content marketing. Whether you're a beginner or advanced in content marketing, you probably know how powerful it can be. Content marketing builds your list indirectly by first attracting users to your content, and then inviting them to be part of your mailing list. This is the exact strategy I use on my blog. At the very top of my blog, I invite people to join me on my journey. By entering their name and email address, they gain access to my lessons on building traffic. Buffer does the same thing. Their blog includes a call to action, inviting people to get actionable social media advice. Never underestimate the power of content. Content marketing has been and will be one of the most powerful forms of marketing. Simply by posting a few targeted articles with strong SEO, you will begin to grow your traffic and your subscribers. Conclusion is that can you build your email list with just those few steps? Absolutely. But there are other things you can do, too. You can try advanced techniques like webinars, giveaways, and pop-ups. The more strategies you test, the greater your email list will grow. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes like a game. With ever new tactics and innovative methods, you can grow your email list by leaps and bounds. But it's never just about growing a list. It's about building a relationship with the people on your list. The money isn't in the list as much as it is in the relationship that you have with those people. You don't just build a list and leave it. You build a list and cultivate it with high-value emails, exclusive offers, rich information, and a personal tone. What methods did you use to build your email list from scratch? Did you understand how to build your email list? How you can build an email marketing list as quickly as possible. Home blog email marketing. How you can build an email marketing list as quickly as possible according to HubSpot. Email generates $38 for every $1 spent. Talk about a crazy high ROI. Surveyed companies attributed an average of 23% of total sales to this single channel, and these results are hardly isolated. Anywhere you look nowadays, you'll see that email marketing is more profitable than ever. The question then isn't, should I build an email list? But rather, how can I build my list as quickly as possible? That's the $1 million question. And we've analyzed the best in the business to bring you the ultimate guide to hacking your email subscription growth. 1. Content upgrades. An error occurred. Try watching this video on www.youtube.com, or enable JavaScript if it is disabled in your browser. What's the difference between your blog post converting at 6% and converting at 60%? Content upgrades. Here's how it works. Write a blog post. Create a piece of content that goes more in depth on the post's topic. Offer readers of your blog post the option to receive the upgraded content in exchange for their email. This strategy is brilliant in its simplicity. Your readers have already expressed interest in a topic by clicking through to the blog post. Why not take advantage of their interest by offering them more? Brian Harris from Video Fruit used this strategy to increase his subscription rate to 30% per upgrade offer. His best offers have generated an insane 62% subscription rate. Authority Hacker used a single content upgrade to collect over 11,000 emails. This strategy gets unrevealed results, but it can also be one of the most time-consuming strategies. To cut down on time, see what others in your space are doing to achieve results, and then do it better too. In email social sharing options, typically, your goal for sending out blog posts to your email subscribers is to obtain click-throughs to your website and generate site traffic. You want readers to visit your website, and statistics show the presence of multiple links will result in fewer clicks on the one you want. Considering we want website traffic and, of course, for users to actually read our content, the concept of adding social sharing buttons in the email itself seems a bit counterproductive. Why would someone share my post without reading it? And how does that benefit me? Well, if you're anything like me, the answers will surprise you. Email provider GetResponse noticed a trend in the addition of social sharing buttons within emails and did a study on the results. The average CTR for emails with social sharing options is 6.2% versus 2.4% without. That's a 158% advantage for emails with social sharing. Even if your subscribers don't read the article themselves, each share is likely to be generating traffic from multiple visitors, which means more bang for your marketing buck. 3. Host a giveaway. The more you can engage with your audience, the more likely they are to sign up for your list. A giveaway may be just what it takes to push your audience into engaging, and that's what you're going for. But what does it take to run a successful giveaway? A compelling prize your audience actually wants. Bonus entries for referrals. The King Sumo Giveaways plugin makes this easy. Guaranteed bonus incentives for all non-winners. Something you can give for free. Promotion to relevant audiences now. You might be thinking, sure, a giveaway will grow your list, but the emails will be low quality, made up primarily of freebie junkies with no interest in buying your product. There's a very simple way to solve this problem. Make your prize something only potential customers will love. For example, Brian Harris of Video Fruit offered a prize of a 10-year subscription to Leadpages, an industry-leading landing page service. For someone in Brian's target audience, online marketers, that's a $3,000 value and an amazing prize. For anyone else, anyone not interested in marketing or e-commerce, it's worthless. Problem solved. Giveaways are a lightning fast, guaranteed way to boost your email list. In addition to the direct benefit of more subscribers, giveaways increase goodwill with existing subscribers as you are offering something to them for free. For featured opt-in incentives these days, it's rare to find a high-traffic website that doesn't have some type of featured opt-in incentive. This could be an ebook, swipe file, white paper, resource list, free software tool, or any number of content types, but all of them serve as opt-in incentives for acquiring email subscriptions. The difference between this and the previously mentioned content upgrade is that featured incentives aren't linked to a specific blog post. Most websites create one high-value opt-in incentive and then advertise this same incentive via their sidebar, lead capture top bar, opt-in pop-ups, blog post footer, author bio. The advantage of this strategy is efficiency. You only have to create a single piece of content, and you can then utilize this content at every turn. This is a much more palatable option for small business owners who don't have the bandwidth in their schedules to produce upgraded content for each blog post. Buffer simply uses the free version of its flagship product as an opt-in incentive. The featured incentive is a simple, straightforward way to immediately increase your subscription rate. 5. Pop-ups. As Hunter Boyle says, pop-ups are like Justin Bieber. You either love them or hate them, but lately you see them everywhere, because they still pull in big crowds. Social Media Examiner attributes 70% of its 190,000 subscriptions to the site's pop-up form. That's an amazing number. The best part about pop-ups is they are easy to implement. The steps for installing a successful pop-up is easy. Install a pop-up script or plugin. Write a few lines of copy. Watch your subscription rates jump. Pop-ups are insanely easy to implement and they work. They work. But what about bloggers and companies targeting a non-marketing audience? Crafting blogger Nikki McGonigal increased her subscription rate from 0.4% to 5.5% with her Lightbox pop-up, an increase of 1,375%. Jumping even farther outside the marketing box, I recently installed SumoMe pop-ups on a men's blog with astonishing results. I think it's fairly obvious to see when the pop-up was installed. In 1 month, my subscribe rate more than doubled. The point is, love them or hate them, pop-ups are extremely successful. Like Justin Bieber. 6. Leverage social proof. There's no other way to put it. Social proof is powerful. One of the keys to leveraging social proof is volume. The bigger the numbers you have, the better. If you have 2,000 email subscribers, 10,000 Facebook fans, 15,000 Twitter followers, and 5,000 RSS readers, they are people too. You're doing better than most, but none of those numbers are particularly impressive. You want a potential subscriber to look at your proof and think, wow, a lot of people like what you're doing, so why not just add all those numbers together? 32,000 followers, readers, subscribers is a lot more impressive of a number. Michael Hyatt is a great example of someone who does this well. Look at that number in the top right corner of this image. Total subscribers equals 512,944. Wow, that's impressive. I don't even know what it means, but it's impressive. Does Michael Hyatt have 500k email subscribers? No, he doesn't. This number is probably some type of combination of all possible follower metrics, including his email subscribers, 241k Twitter followers, 57k Facebook fans, etc. The point here is that when I see 512,944 total subscribers, I immediately start taking this guy seriously. He has to be doing something right with a number like that. If all Michael had was the 57k Facebook fans listed right below, I'm not nearly impressed. Combined with the big number above, however, the FB fan numbers serve as crucial verification. If your website has 1,500 FB likes, there is no way I believe you have 500k viewers. But with Michael's Facebook numbers, I start to believe in that much bigger number above, and it means I probably can't afford to miss what he's saying. The great news is that this strategy works for anyone. Anyone can add a lot of numbers together to make a bigger number. Brian Dean quotes a split test study from Diathams as an example of where social proof fails. Adding join 15,000 subscribers and receive free updates performed much worse than a simple request to join minus the social proof. I think what Brian and the testers are missing is that 15k is neither big enough to be impressive nor small enough to be inviting. It's not a number that works effectively as social proof. And while I can't test it out myself, I believe, based on evidence for social proof around the web, that Diathams would have had much better success with a combined number in the 50k plus range as mentioned above. 7. Name drop. There are two types of people. People who care about what people think. People who care about what those people think. For segment number 2, your social proof won't be nearly as effective as a well-placed name drop. Name dropping links your brand with another brand. It's a way to borrow and leverage someone else's authority and influence, while simultaneously establishing your own. I remember the first time I visited QuickSprout. I was relatively new to the world of marketing and had zero clue who Neil was. But my ignorance didn't really matter, because of what you see in the image above. Once you land on the QuickSprout blog, you are immediately introduced to a large image of Neil followed by a laundry list worth of credentials. Let's count the recognizable brand names. Even skipping over his well-known businesses, we are immediately hit with, Amazon, NBC, GM, HP, Viacom, The Wall Street Journal, Forbes, Entrepreneur Magazine, President Obama, the United Nations. Seriously, he name-dropped Obama. I didn't need to know anything else about Neil Patel. The article one was reading was brilliant, and anyone who can name-drop Amazon, Forbes, Obama, and the United Nations in one sentence deserves my immediate subscription. But how does this apply to you? Assuming you don't have the POTUS on speed dial, the beauty of the name drop is that you only need one. All it takes is one credible name to get your foot in the door. If you provide quality content to your audience, that one credible name will often be enough to get that email subscription. From there, it's up to you what you do with it. 8. Customer referrals via Tasty Bonus. Referrals are like the Walter White version of social proof. Nothing is more pure and powerful than the direct recommendation of a friend you trust. People want to be happy and make their friends happy. If you are making your email subscribers happy, they will naturally want to share the love. Your first option is to simply ask subscribers to refer your content to their friends and coworkers. As I previously mentioned, email subscribers are far more likely to engage with your content than any other group. But you can do a lot better than simply asking. Make them an offer they can't refuse. A bonus so tasty they would be foolhardy to say no. Yes, I'm bringing the word foolhardy to online marketing. GiftBasketsOverseas.com offers customers a $20 off coupon for referring a friend to their products. On top of that, the referred friend receives $20 off their first purchase. This page is poorly optimized, lacking visuals or an in-your-face CTA, but the referral strategy is brilliant. Take people who like what you are doing, offer them an even better value and provide them with the opportunity to share the same great experience with their friends at a discounted price. Think of how you could one-up this offer. $20 doesn't sound nearly as cool as 75% off. Setting up a referral system is a fantastic way to quickly hack your email subscriptions. And best of all, you can do it yourself at a low cost. Here's a how-to guide by Sacha Grief on setting up a simple referral system. 9. Partner with influencers. There's a reason celebrities command exorbitant rates for their endorsements. Influencers can do a lot to drive conversions. But money isn't the only currency you can use in partnering with influencers. There are a number of brilliant strategies you can use right now, regardless of your budget, to start partnering with the big dogs. The poster boy strategy. Many of today's influencers build their empires on some method, strategy, or knowledge base that supposedly helps people make money or accomplish something desirable. They are experts attempting to sell themselves as teachers, and in order to do so effectively, they need one thing: Successful students. These wildly successful guys need stories about how their strategies turned average Joe into Maui rich. They need poster boys. You can be their poster boy, and that means you are going to be featured and talked about in all their marketing materials. Become their success story and you have landed yourself a lifetime partnership with a major influencer. Fill a need for free. Anyone who is famous or even moderately well known in his/her niche is getting perpetually bogged down with promotion requests. People are asking all the time. What most people aren't doing is giving. They especially aren't giving for free. What you probably don't realize is that most people you've heard of are in their position due to a very specific skill set. They are so good at something. They are famous for it. What they aren't amazing at is just fill in the blank with the first thing that crosses your mind and it probably fits. Influencers have needs too, and they are usually looking for ways to improve. If you can help them out, without asking anything in return, you're going to be building favor in the right places. At a really basic level, a common example of this is guest blogging. Content providers need quality content on a regular basis. By giving them quality content at no charge, you are building goodwill with both the influencer and the influencer's audience. Join forces with tomorrow's influencers. Most of today's top names in blogging and marketing started around the 2002 to 2005 mark. Many of them seek each other out and leverage each other's audiences all the way to the top. You can take the same long-term approach, but it requires you to begin looking in different places. Start connecting with individuals at your current level of influence. Find people who are serious about building their brands, and work together to expand your collective influence. Alexis Grant is a great example of someone who has successfully utilized this strategy. Through her company Socialexis, she has connected rising influencers in multiple industries, collectively propelling sites like Brazen Careerist, The Penny Hoarder, and The Right Life while establishing herself as a blog publishing powerhouse. 10. Make your website faster. Speed kills on the road, but on the internet, it's a lack of speed that will kill your conversion rate. You need to do everything possible to speed up your site. This might seem like an obvious talking point, but you probably don't realize how important each marginal increment of load time is the higher your traffic numbers climb. Just take a look at these stats compiled by ViperChill. Amazon's sales increase by 1% for every 0.1 second decrease in page load time, when Google tried showing 30 results per page at a cost of just 0.5 seconds in load time. Traffic and revenue decreased by 20%. 40% of visitors will abandon a site after just 2 seconds of load time. Shopzilla increased its page views by 25% and its conversion rate by 12% after improving average page load speed by 4 seconds. Okay, so you want to speed things up. How do you do it? One quick option is to install a caching plugin and use a content delivery network like Encapsula, or like ViperChill did after the previously cited research. You could pay for your own dedicated server. Obviously, most businesses won't be able to afford that option. If you're not sure how your site is performing, free tools like QuickSprout's URL Analyzer or premium options like Searchmetrics will let you automatically crawl your site for errors, speed reports, SEO alerts, custom error reporting, scheduled site crawling and automatic alerts. The point is simply that site speed will affect 100% of your critical metrics. It should be a top priority for your website. 11. Webinars. Webinars are one of the most efficient, versatile forms of content you will ever create, and they work like a charm for hacking your email growth. A solid webinar can be recorded in 15 minutes and serve as a standalone product, a product launch piece, or a cog in your direct sales funnel. Webinars are more compelling than regular videos because they have a limited run time. You can't simply watch them whenever you want. You have to show up at the right moment, which A, creates a micro commitment and B, generates urgency. Viewers are often coaxed with a claim of limited spots available, creating a false sense of scarcity. Since attendance requires users to enter their email address, the right webinar, or, better yet, the right series of webinars, can generate a massive influx of subscribers. Email list building with 73 thriving strategies in 2020. Published by INA Lexicus the 16th of March, 2020. Email marketing. In this article, we are going to show you how to build an email list with more than 70 email list building strategies. Are you ready to learn all the tips and tricks? Let's do it. Why is list building so important? Fact 1. For every $1 you spend on email marketing, you can expect an average return of $42. Source. Fact 2. 93% of B2B marketers use email to distribute content. Source. Fact 3. In combination with social media actions, website tracking, and joint marketing actions, email marketing is the ultimate, most powerful marketing channel. As a result, digital marketers aim to find a way on how to build an email list fast and efficiently. However, growing a list can be a lot of work, depending on the stage that the company is. The challenge: growing a mailing list with white hat practices is proof that marketing actions are bearing fruit and that the business is on the right path. But, inevitably, however fast a business is growing, after a certain point a mailing list cannot keep up with that growth. That's where email list building techniques come in. List building techniques help digital and email marketers to refresh their tactics and reach potential customers and existing customers in more ways. This is why we created this ultimate list building guide, complete with everything from beginners to advanced tips. List building with online subscription forms. In our 4-part series, we talk about the top 73 list building techniques to grow your mailing list in 2020. The first article of this series is all about growing your list through on-site pop-ups, like the ones you can create with Moose and subscription forms. So, what's up next? 1. A warm welcome mat. 2. Exit intent saves the day. 3. While they were scrolling. 4. Wait for it. Pop. 5. A line that floats. 6. You can't say no to a floating box. 7. For engaged readers only. 1. A warm welcome mat works well with bloggers, SaaS products. What is a website welcome mat? It's like a mini landing page. As a matter of fact, a welcome mat is a giant pop-up like notification that users get when they visit certain pages. Welcome mats are like full-screen CTAs. So, when someone visits a page, everything displays correctly, and all of a sudden, a giant pop-up covers up the screen. This is what a welcome mat looks like on Sportique. For it to go away, users can simply scroll away from it. Pros: you can't miss it. It's overwhelmingly impressive. You can't ignore it. Cons: you can't miss it. It's overwhelmingly impressive. You can't ignore it. Some have criticized welcome mats to be an obtrusive kind of strategy for list building. As a result, this could compromise users' smooth navigation experience. The verdict: there is a growing body of evidence that welcome mats boost conversion rates up to 3 times as high. Find out if welcome mats work for your business. Takeaway: pick up your welcome mat from Moose and get going too. Exit intent saves the day works well with all industries, especially ones with high bounce rates. What is an exit intent? Similar to regular pop-ups, exit intent pop-ups are your best bet to retain those fleeting customers. Exit intent is counterproductive for businesses or website e-shop owners who are running a number of actions and allocated budget in order to drive traffic to their websites. One way to tackle this phenomenon, rather soothe it, is for digital marketers to set up an exit intent pop-up. Not everything you do to build your mailing list comes from email marketing. To promote your business, you run promotions and are active in a number of channels. Driving traffic to your website is the result of a number of actions you have implemented and organized strategically. Every day, new users visit your website and either make a purchase or browse. Those who browse might click to return back to their email provider. You have those milliseconds of pure agony to reach them before they click the return or X button on their browser. Those milliseconds are leveraged with exit intent pop-ups. The exit pop-up will appear before these visitors and get their emails for you. Essentially, these series of emails will help you funnel people further down. Lead nurturing picks up right off where exit intent left off. For example, you could set up an automation workflow such as a welcome email sequence or an onboarding sequence. Once new users sign up, you should set up an onboarding sequence of emails. This will be introducing new users to the business brand service and suggesting call to actions. As every subscriber goes further down the funnel and considering their stage, new user, existing user, and engagement levels, active user, less engaged user, disengaged user, unengaged user, you need email automation to scale a personalized experience for every single one of them. For example, you could set up a website re-engagement workflow for those users who visited your website, entered their details, but haven't purchased or viewed any products following this. The website re-engagement workflow could be composed of a series of emails, one of which could be a discount off their first purchase, or a discount code to enter at checkout before a given expiration date. The importance of adding an expiration date to the offer is to accentuate the offering and expedite action on the subscriber's part. Takeaway: exit intent pop-ups will bring back the last few who almost escaped your charms. Try Sumo or opt-in Monster. But exit intent is not merely your only tool to grow your list. 3. While they were scrolling works well with blogs or infinite scroll pages. You are reading a very interesting article on a blog and you are this close to finishing reading it and moving on with your work, when suddenly something pops up on the bottom right hand side of your screen. What is that? It's a pop-up that goes off when really engaged readers visit. Practically, when someone visits your page or blog post and scroll down to the end of the article, they are engaged. So, what you do is show them a pop-up box right before they get to the conclusion of the article. This pop-up invites users to connect with the brand or writer of the blog post by signing up to receive updates from them. One good idea would be to create a list specifically for that past 80% of your content who enter their emails and go from visitors to subscribers. Those who got past 50% of your article must be interested in what you are writing. Alternatively, they could be looking for information on a similar topic. That's your opportunity window right there. Your pop-up could promise them specialized updates on the exact same topic as the blog post. The pop-up could link to a special landing page, registering users to a specific mailing list so that they receive similar updates. Did you know? This pop-up is also available when a user has spent a certain amount of time on a certain page. For example, spending 2 minutes on a page could mean that your users are reading something very interesting, or that they opened a new tab and forgot about the previous one. Still, they can get back to their tab and see something like this. Takeaway: find out when your users are most engaged and have your pop-up appear at the right time with Sumo's List Builder 4. Wait for it. Pop works well with blogs or lengthy landing pages. Sometimes patience is a life savior. Even this means waiting for the right time to ask your visitors for their email. But the truth is that in many cases subscription boxes are most effective when displaying them when your readers are the most susceptible to your message. And that's where the time-based pop-up comes in. I know what you're thinking. How on earth do I know when this time has come first? Take a look at this chart. It's from a Microsoft research that collected data in order to analyze page leaving behaviors. Basically, it shows us that the longer a user stays on a page, the less likely they are to bounce off it. This means that displaying a pop-up right after a visitor has landed on your page might not work for you after all. On the contrary, giving them some time to browse and read your content might be just what they need to give you their personal information. One great way to discover the perfect timing for your form to appear is to discover the average time your visitors spend on your page through your analytics and then set your pop-up to show at about half that time. Takeaway: giving your visitors enough time to take in the information you are giving them will help you collect their personal information happily and will fill your list with more quality leads. 5. A line that floats works well with e-commerce, bloggers, and everyone who wishes to promote current content or offers. What is a hello bar? A hello bar is that attention-grabbing bar at the top or bottom of a page. It usually features a short description, one line long, and a call to action. This CTA could invite users to enter their email address or redirect them to a specific link. For example, another article or landing page. Pros: hello bars are considered to be the better alternative to pop-ups, which many may find obtrusive. With regard to user experience and navigation, one more advantage of hello bars is that they can A/B test different variables. For example, you could see which color combination performs better and converts more people. Another parameter you can A/B test is different taglines or call to actions. A hello bar can appear at one specific page, throughout the blog, or on your website. Of course, you can diversify your hello bars in all aforementioned categories or even have them run all at once. However, this is not something I would recommend, as too many hello bars might create distractions for your website visitors. This is my expectation. You can always try what your gut tells you and see for yourself. Takeaway: looking for a hello bar for your list building? Well, Mooson's Form Builder can give you a helping hand right there. Also, check out the floating bar by Opt-in Monster 6. You can't say no to a floating box. Works well with e-commerce, bloggers, and everyone who wishes to promote current content or offers. In need of something more visible than a hello bar but less obtrusive than a pop-up? A floating box is what you need. Floating boxes are like dogs. Loyal, discreet, and always there for you. All they want is for you to feed them. With your email online forms that you place to the side of your website, floating boxes move whenever the user scrolls. This way, your visitors are always just one click away from giving you their email. Plus, they have all the time in the world to think again. In case they are still not sure if they want to subscribe or not, it works for many industries. But I would personally suggest using it on pages with lots of content and information that helps your visitors make their minds take away. Being persistent can prove a great element for your marketing strategy. Head over to Moosend to create a cool floating box that converts now. 7. For engaged readers only works well with blogs and publishers. Content heavy site. Inline subscription forms are your best bet. Grab the chance of targeting your most engaged visitors and flood your mailing list with quality leads. You know us. We love lengthy blog posts, all juicy and informative. And we also love readers that love to learn more. So we encourage them to subscribe when they are already committed to reading our content. With inline content upgrade forms that get their attention while reading. Inline forms are very effective when it comes to subscriber growth, and they are also great for collecting not just any leads but quality ones. I mean, what else could you ask for? Takeaway. Engagement should be rewarded. For both your subscribers and your mailing list, Optimonster and Moosend can help you create inline subscription forms in a jiffy. TLDR. Choose from a high-performing welcome mat, a hello bar, a quick pop-up, a long scroll pop-up, and an exit. Intent 1. Merge your forms in your content to capture engaged readers' emails. Use floating bars and boxed for a more discreet yet effective way of asking for information. Wait for the right moment to grab your visitors' attention. Overall, pop-ups cover a range of levels on the continuum ranging from conversion to intrusion. As a result, it is up to digital marketers to decide which ones best suit their needs and bring the best results. After all, what may not work now might do so in the future, and what has been working all along might not do so forever. See you in the second part of this post. How to build an email list with social media. This entire section is dedicated to the leveraging of your brand's list building potential through social media. The reason why social media is instrumental in growing your list is that by doing so you can bring the different audiences together in one place. Email. Why do that? In a previous article, we covered why email marketing is by far more cost-effective than social media and why it equals higher ROI. Spoiler alert, email marketing more effective than social media. But this doesn't mean that social media cannot join in your integrated marketing communications plan. Considering all your hard work to grow your social media accounts, why not create cross-channel synergies to benefit your list building strategy? These synergies are no strangers. You see, these have been working just right the other way around. Every newsletter you send out comes with those social media share and follow buttons for easy user access. So why not reverse this to grow your mailing list? 8. Facebook is the second handiest tool to grow your list. 9. Use your Facebook page's CTA to grow your list. 10. How about leveraging your Facebook posts? 2. 11. Let's set up a Facebook-led ad. 12. Now we're warmed up. Let's check out Facebook custom audiences. 13. How to set Facebook pixel up. 14. Reaching out to Facebook influencers. 15. Grow your mailing list with Facebook groups. 16. Is Twitter list building friendly? 17. Grow through your Twitter bio. 18. Promote your mailing list on your Twitter posts. 19. Instagram is the meeting point for your audiences. 20. How to grow your list through your link in bio. 21. The hidden gem for Instagram. Linktree. 22. The swipe up feature that helps you connect with the right people. 23. List building ideas for Pinterest. 24. Running a contest online to boost list building rates. 25. Your LinkedIn company page. 26. Upgrade your LinkedIn posts with CTAs to build a list faster. 27. Promote your list to the right LinkedIn groups. 28. Answer a question on Quora to onboard more subscribers. 29. Join the lead party with lead forensics and other lead gen software. 30. Just reach out to your most influential audience. 31. Spread the word on PR web and grow. 32. This is the plural of forum. 33. Grow your list through affiliates. 34. Referral marketing is your next best bet for list building. 35. We told you so. Gamification is the new black. Let's take a look at a few ideas to achieve this. 8. Facebook is the second handiest tool to grow your list. Works well with B2C companies. In the fourth quarter of 2017, Facebook reached a new high of 2.2 billion active users per month. With such a high user acquisition rate and engagement level, naturally, companies have to be on this powerful social network. Lately, the infamously criticized improving algorithm of Facebook is increasingly prioritizing users over businesses in terms of newsfeed presence. For that matter, in order to avoid increasing their advertising costs, businesses are looking for more inventive ways to reach out to their audiences, existing and potential, alike. To grow your email list, here are some free and some low-cost ideas to implement on Facebook. 9. Use your Facebook page's CTA for list building. Arguably the easiest thing to implement, as it takes a few seconds to set up. Add a CTA on your Facebook page. This way, user experience is improved as users do not have to look for what they need. So, head over to your page and customize the button for signups. Change it to sign up, as shown below. 10. How about leveraging your Facebook posts? 2. List building with Facebook posts? Sure. Create a post like you normally would. For example, share your latest blog post or new in item 1. Write copy that is short, half line long to 1 line long. 2. Add a second line, one-click subscription, with a direct link to your subscription page, or if you are a blogger or an influencer. 1. Write a short copy asking your followers what question they would like you to answer. 2. Promote the post, boost, and add a CTA, send message, which makes it click easy to collect questions. 3. Set up an auto-reply message. Hi, name. What email can I reach you at? I'll reply back with my answer along with exclusive content, a cheat sheet on, and a 10% discount for your next purchase. Of course, after you reply to their questions, you should ask them whether they still want to hear from you. Through a link to a landing page, they could either click that they wish to hear from you or unsubscribe altogether. This way, you will be transparent about your processes and GDPR compliant. 2. Now, what if users start posting their questions as comments? In that case, if there are just a few questions, reply as the page and ask them to inbox their questions, or reply privately with the auto-reply content. If there is an overwhelming number of questions, post a comment as the page saying that all inbox questions will be replied to. Problem solved. 11. Let's set up a Facebook lead ad to attract leads. We are taking you by the hand and heading over to your Facebook page to set up an ad. By setting up Facebook lead ads, you will be able to grow your mailing list in a smart way. Step 1. Click your Publishing Tools tab. Step 2. Choose Forms library from the lead ads forms menu on your left. Once you do, the following pop-up appears. Now, start customizing your form. Form type. Choose between more volume and higher intent. The former refers to a single opt-in method, and the latter the double opt-in method. 2. Intro. This is an optional card. It can be replaced by the following 1 questions. Craft your copy around your offer or other incentive. See how everything looks on the right-hand side of the screen. Real time. 3. Questions. As done previously, customize the headline, contact details you will request, and add custom questions if you wish. Add your privacy policy details. V. Customize your thank you screen to see your new subscribers off. V. Click finish on the top right to launch your lead form. As far as I am concerned, I would create a couple of versions of lead forms and then boost the one that performs better, if I were to relaunch it in the future, in order to get the email addresses of the people who recently liked my page. Again, I would check the response rate, and A/B test more versions and copy. 12. Now we're warmed up, let's check out Facebook custom audiences. Are you trying to get back to those who visited your website but left without subscribing? No problem. Grab Facebook's pixel, automatically generated on the spot, and add the code to your page or all pages of your website. 13. How to set Facebook pixel up. Simply head over to your ads manager and type Facebook pixel in the search bar on the top right. The following bar appears. Now, back to Facebook custom audiences. Our goals are to drive traffic back to the website, preferably to a page that is subscription optimized. Head over to your Ads Manager tab and click on All Tools for the complete menu to appear. Then, choose Audiences. As below, you will be directed to another page where you can select Create Audience from the top left menu. Select a custom audience and then choose Website Traffic. Last, you customize the audience see below, and then launch your new custom audience. Remember to make sure that the Facebook ad you create should drive traffic to a page that is subscription friendly. 14. Reaching out to your influencers on Facebook. Which are your favorite brands and influencers on Facebook? How about reaching out to them and exchanging favors? Whatever industry you are in, there are famous influencers who have gained authority and grown their audiences with their posts on Facebook. You can ask them to post your content on their Facebook page or tag you in one of their posts. Alternatively, you can ask these influencers to co-hold a contest. Their audience and your audience will like the respective Facebook pages and then the winner will be announced through random org. For example, as soon as the contest has been completed, you will be able to run the aforementioned Facebook-led ads to grow your list. 15. List building with Facebook groups. Another valuable list building tip is to grow by sharing lead magnets. How so? If you give users access to your premium content, then they will be tempted to enter their emails to receive as much of it as possible. This list building technique comes with many side benefits. As you grow your list, so do your authority and expertise in customers' perception. So, choose a masterpiece of content and share it on the popular Facebook groups of the industry you are in. Do so by including a second, direct link to a subscription optimized landing page. This page should explicitly state that users are gaining access to the premium and exclusive content of the brand. 16. Yes, it is. See question on the contents section. Works well with publishers. Twitter is witty. Twitty. Thanks be. To drive traffic from your Twitter page to your website and, subsequently, your subscription page. Here are a few ideas to go about it. 17. Grow through your Twitter bio. Regularly drive traffic to your subscription page by updating your Twitter bio with a bit.ly link to that page. 18. Promote your mailing list on your Twitter posts. Leverage your Twitter posts by adding a second link to your subscription page. Get more articles like these delivered to your inbox. Link. To avoid the double CTA potential distraction, you should make sure that the link you are sharing also comes with the same CTA. So, you could mention within the article that to get more articles like these delivered to your inbox, subscribe to our newsletter here with a list builder pop-up. As mentioned earlier. 19. Instagram helps you with list building. Works well with fashion-related brands. The dynamics of Instagram, the Square Photo app, are growing stronger as we speak. Since the app's acquisition by Facebook, a lot of exciting things have been going on over their headquarters and out in the world. 20. How to grow through your link in bio. Most of you are probably already aware of the absence of link sharing potential on Instagram. In fact, users and businesses can post a clickable link only on their bio, which has spurred the common link in bio tagline across posts. There lies your opportunity to post the direct link to your subscription page. Also, you can share links in IMs as well. However, that is not a feature of great value for list building purposes. Should you use up the only link opportunity to promote your subscription page? Read on to find the answer. 21. The hidden gem for Instagram. Linktree. What happens when you must make the most of your single link opportunity on Instagram? You sign up with Linktree. Linktree enables you to create a hub of links, like a tree with branches. You post your Linktree link on your Instagram bio and, as soon as visitors tap that link, they get a list with a number of options. This way, everyone who is interested instantly has an overview of the kind of actions that they can take on your website. 22. The swipe up feature that helps you connect with more of the right people. Did you know that you can borrow your favorite influencer's Instagram account to post your content? Now you do. If you synergize or get in paid partnership with your favorite brand or influencer, then you can ask them to post your content on their Instagram stories. Those who have more than 10k followers have unlocked an extra feature on their Instagram account, which is called Swipe Up. What is Swipe Up? Instagram stories are short-lived posts that appear on top of the newsfeed on Instagram. 23. Not so short-lived, actually. Since recently, Instagram announced a new feature called Highlights. Users can make their favorite stories immortal by saving them as highlights and having them appear on their profile. Now, supposing that you synergize with a brand or influencer, you have probably agreed on a certain number of posts and stories on Instagram. Under specific guidelines, use one of the Instagram stories that they post to ask users to subscribe to a specific link to get unique content. That's where swipe up comes in. Users, through a simple swipe, get access to your premium content, and enter their email address to get it. Plus, you get to upload the Instagram story of the influencer to your own account's highlights, so that you make the most of it. 24. List building ideas for Pinterest. Works well with fashion-related brands. To begin with, you could use Pinterest to showcase your work. People look for all sorts of things on Pinterest. It's like Google searching for images, only with a more artistic take. Your Pinterest for Business profile will help you get your content into this giant pool of visual information. Your doing so will enable Pinterest users and potential audiences to discover you. Set up an account with Pinterest and upload images, infographics, and more with direct links to blog posts or subscription pages. 25. Email list building is easier when you run a contest. Works well with fashion-related brands. Online contests are very popular among Facebook and Instagram users. An online contest is a way to motivate users to join in to reward by means of providing their personal details, such as email addresses, phone numbers, etc. So, with a like or follow on Facebook or Instagram, respectively. How does holding a contest help generate a bigger list? It's a call to engage people. You are offering them what they want, and you also invite them to share it with people they know, as a form of referral marketing. Many businesses engage in such practices. In terms of budget, how do you attract more leads to your website without increasing your advertising budget too much? Holding a contest is a very cost-effective way to build your list fast. The main steps are choosing your offering. What would your audience like best or be? Put up 2 choices and invite your audience to choose between the 2. Run this for a couple of days and then set the offering. If you are a blogger, ask one of your sponsors to join in. Your sponsors could raise your offering and make it even more awesome by putting more or limited exclusive editions up for grabs. If, on the other hand, you are a business, you can upgrade your offering to excite your audience even more. See, set the terms and conditions. You can find out more information on this. Here D. How to pick a winner. There are many legitimate ways to pick a winner. One of the most commonly used ones is that of random.org, but there are also more pages for sweepstakes, etc. How do you know that the leads are there for your brand and not opportunists who really have to win a contest? To attract leads that are engaged and relevant, ask a question that your audience would know. Those who answer are the ones that either know the answer or bothered to look it up. Either way, this spells engagement. Remember, users entering their email to participate in the contest cannot be a requirement. According to the GDPR framework, participants to the contest must tick the box "I wish to receive communication from the brand" themselves. It should not be pre-ticked. Chances are, though, that participants will want to make sure that they joined the competition right and that they are receiving updates from you, so they will register their emails. 2. Don't worry if they don't. You are putting a contest up to reach your real fans. 26. Your LinkedIn company page works well with B2B companies, freelancers. LinkedIn is like Facebook for the professional world. This means that you must be there as you are giving your business the chance to be seen by so many people in the same industry. Since there is no option to post a direct link to a specific page on your LinkedIn company page details, here are a few other tips. 27. Upgrade your LinkedIn posts with CTAs for list building for every article or blog post you share on LinkedIn. You can always complement it with a direct link to a subscription-optimized landing page. 28. Promote your list to LinkedIn groups. Did you know that posting on LinkedIn groups is also a great list building idea? Find out today if it works for you. Join LinkedIn groups that are in the industry you are serving. Focus on the most relevant groups. If this approach is working out for you, then you can consider increasing the number of groups you ask to join. And it's best not to post too often there, but only share your cornerstone content. 29. Answer a question on Quora to onboard more subscribers. Works well with freelancers, bloggers, To grow your list, you must remain methodical and leave no stone unturned. You must get to your subscribers, not expect them to get to you. Quora is a good place to get started. Quora is also seeing a lot of development similar to Facebook, as they have just announced that businesses can now reach audiences on Quora based on email lists. Suppose you run a technological blog. You usually publish reviews of products, write about the latest technological advancements, and have a loyal audience that turns to your blog for advice. Now, you're looking to grow your subscribers list. Turn to Quora to find technical questions that need answering. Engage with the users and give them tips and advice. Soon, you will have built yourself a brand name and people will turn to you for updates for the Industry 30. Join the lead party on lead forensics and other lead generation software programs works well with SaaS products. There are tools, such as lead forensics, which give B2B businesses insights into what actions their website visitors are taking on their site. Your sales and marketing team can collaborate to grow your mailing list in two ways. Once they see on lead forensics that a specific business is checking a few pages on your website out, they can reach out to the company through their hello at or info at address. Should the appropriate department be interested in the offering, the sales team can recommend that the visitor join the newsletter of the company to stay updated. Alternatively, you could set up a list with points of contact from every company, people you personally have reached out to as the digital manager or CEO of the company. These might not make part of your primary mailing list, but they could be a mailing list which you address personally about your news, offers, and updates. Another idea would be to check out companies who could be your clients and reach out to them yourself through an email sent to their hello or info addresses. Then, you could see through the platform of lead forensics who check you out and on what pages, and even if you don't hear from them, to send back more information on what they were looking at. Top it up with a special offer with an expiry date, and a phone number or Skype you could be reached at. Don't forget to send them your availability through Mixmax Calendar or Book Like a Boss 31. Just reach out to your most influential audience works well with SaaS products. Remember how we talked getting the word out to journalists in hope that you will get your lucky break? Well, Just Reach Out does just that. Journalists who expect to be contacted about content on specific topics. So, you are not badgering them with unsolicited emails. Rather, you are attracting them with your pitch. This way, if you get your journalist match, they will add themselves to your mailing list. This is an excellent way to grow your mailing list and your publicity at the same time. 32. Spread the word on PR Web and boost list building works well with B2B companies. PR Web is an online press release distribution service. What they do is that they help you put the press release before the eyes of the right people, getting your business out there, at every possible place that you might encounter your prospective clients is your action plan for raising awareness and boosting your list building. Once you publish a press release about a new product, feature other and send it to journalists you believe will be interested, send it to PR Web. 2. Doing so will increase your exposure, and if it returns a good number of backlinks to your website, you can then register PR Web as part of your official action plan. 33. Have 4 join in list building practices works well with freelancer, bloggers, entrepreneurs. Similar to the concept of sharing your lead magnets on Facebook groups, you could frequent 4 which are relevant to what you do. So, if you are in the automobile industry and, say, you like to blog about matters, you could set up an account where you could share your insights, latest technological advancements, and so on. This way, you will be successful at what you do, and make a name by consistently providing useful information. People will want to hear more from you and thus, subscribe to your mailing list because they will be interested. You will have proven your worth already. List building problem solved. 34. List building through affiliates works well with SaaS companies. Well, for this one, you don't have to do all of the work yourself. One of the most effective techniques for list building is through affiliates. So, you get more subscribers in 2 ways, either through those who register for your product service purchase, or through those who don't convert, but subscribe to your newsletter to keep an eye on you for future reference. Nonetheless, with affiliate programs, you let people who share your vision do the talking. They are usually your most dedicated fans and act like brand evangelists for your company. This way, they bring over potential customers and, should they book them, they get a cut. usually 30% out of every transaction. This is a fair deal for someone who does your work for you and brings in long-term clients. In any case, you can also ensure that your affiliates communicate your brand and offering appropriately by giving them access to content regarding the perks of someone using your product. One of them being, would you have guessed, your newsletter. One such tool is Ambassador, an all-in-one platform that provides you with all the tools you need to ensure that your brand is promoted by affiliates as it should, enabling you to track actions, make payments, and give cuts, all in a timely manner. Interesting? You might want to check out what to look for in an affiliate program on our blog. Before you go, you can see how all of that applies to our awesome affiliate program 35. Referral marketing is your next best bet for list building. Works well with SaaS products. As one would expect, every newsletter you send out to your subscribers features a few social media share buttons at the bottom. How about you upgrade these buttons with a refer a friend button? This would take subscribers who click to a landing page where they would be able to invite their friends. The extra touch: there could be 3 email templates on your landing page for your users to choose from. There could be 3 types of email templates there. First could be a simple newsletter design and a short message in a formal tone, fully customizable whatsoever. 2. The second template could be in a semi-formal style. And 3. Last, the third one was written in a more casual tone. If you are really excited to find out more about referral marketing, here's a couple of platforms you should check out. Referral Hero, Ambassador. Bonus: if you are looking for offline alternatives, take a look at 211 postcard marketing case studies that you can steal successful campaign ideas from. 35. Gamification is the new black. Works well with B2C companies. If you are not familiar with the term gamification in marketing, allow me to have the honor of introducing you. In marketing, gamification refers to the act of applying the main characteristics of game playing to marketing actions. That is to say, users playing by certain rules, competing against others, collecting points, in order to win something, are all parts of the same picture. The equivalent in the real world is that of asking users or website visitors to take actions in exchange for a reward of some kind. As a case in point, a while ago, I came across a very exciting story on Sophia Webster's Instagram account. The first video was a short clip notifying about a vault situation. I had no idea what that was, so I kept watching. The second video was a clip of someone scrolling fast down a page on Sophia Webster's website, looking for the vault code. Indeed, below a specific shoe style, there was a code in pink, just above the description of the item. I am not meandering. This is where your mailing list comes in. While the marketing team of Sophia Webster used the gamification process with a different objective, that of selling, you can use this for list building. For example, you could ask users to subscribe to a mailing list so that they receive vault codes before everyone else. Great way to have user segmentation sorted out like that, isn't it? Think of ways you could reward your users' actions which matter to you. In a nutshell, take advantage of all that Facebook ads can offer you. Whatever the cost, you get to laser target your audience and bring them to your mailing list. Twitter is a go-to for publishers and other industries in the real-time updates category. Make sure your writing style is witty to mingle with the rest of the crowd. Then show them your subscription-optimized landing page. Instagram has grown to a whole lot more, giving brands more flexibility regarding creative ways to reach out to users and potential audiences. Choose a lead generation software program that works for you. For list building, be part of the conversation by joining groups on Facebook, LinkedIn, Fori, etc. Promote your affiliate program and you will have people talking about you. Engage in referral marketing and experience the difference in your mailing list and user engagement. Apply the principle of gamification to your marketing actions to incentivize users to subscribe to your list. List building strategies. How to build an email list without a budget. You'd think that list building tips can only take you this far, and that from that point on you need 3 trucks loaded with cash to take your marketing off the ground. Thankfully, there are more actions that we can implement today, most of which do not cost a dime. Here's a quick scan of what's in this chapter of the blog post. 36. Does your email signature speak volumes? 37. If only your blog could earn you emails. Oh wait. 38. Who'd expect that blog comments could get you so much traffic? 39. Don't post it if it's not viral worthy. 40. An inside look at your product website e-shop. 41. Quadruple your subscriptions with discounts. 42. Your pre-order forms can close you deals. 43. Give visitors a taste of your product. 44. Help shoppers track their order. 45. Put up great content with a pass. 46. Educate your users with access to a library of tutorials. 47. Record evergreen webinars and get insane results. 48. Line your users up for free demos and grow your list. 49. Record an audience-specific podcast. 50. Prepare a tip challenge for your inquisitive audience. 51. Work on a content upgrade for your list building. 52. Give subscribers access to premium infographics. 53. Email list building growth with conversational marketing. 54. List building with customer surveys. 36. Does your email signature speak volumes? Works well with every business with an email and a subscription page. Here's a not so secret tip for list building. Update your team's email signature with a link to your subscription page. For some businesses, it might be easier to attract users through a link to a premium webinar or blog post. Your email signature could read this, which doubles. How to set up a well-converting subscription page. Upper half of the page. Make it all about the benefit. For example, post content about awesome marketing tactics. For example, this is how your competitors might get ahead of you. Lower half of the page. Feature a list of tips or other content your audience might find interesting or helpful. One more thing to consider is that certain departments in your company are more outgoing in terms of communicating with clients or reaching out to potential clients. For instance, your sales team or your support team interacts with many people every day. Why not direct these people to subscribe to your newsletter where they can get valuable insights from 37. If only your blog could earn you emails. Oh wait, works well with publishers, fashionistas, artists, calligraphers, technology buffs. No matter the industry you are in, if you keep a blog updated with posts on industry news and updates, you will soon establish yourself as an expert in the perception of your followers. And what better way of your enthusiastic readers to stay up to date, other than subscribe to your newsletter or newsletter digest? Add value to your blog subscription by adding free premium content every now and then. 38. Who'd expect that blog comments could get you so much traffic? Works well with, as above. Post comments to other blogs you follow and share feedback, tips or insights. Keep a short link to your website handy, and that subscription form had better pop when someone visits the website. Indeed, leaving a blog comment to posts regarding the industry you're in on blogs that think alike is another way to make your email marketing game even stronger. By providing those who ask questions with additional insights, stats, or any piece of information that could come in handy, you are engaging in a conversation and you can become the expert they turn to for advice. In the long run, as soon as other users appreciate your hard work and contributions, they will come to you so that they can keep up with everything you know. Chipping into blog questions, or leaving a comment or suggestion. More prospective subscribers will become aware of your brand and subscribe. 39. Don't post it if it's not viral worthy. Works well with everyone who wants to grow their list and promote their company. How can you know in advance whether your content is going to be viral? You don't. But you can try to make sure this content is viral worthy, and act accordingly. Before you click publish every time, ask yourself, is this the best content that is out there? How is your content different from the rest on the web or e-shops? What could increase the virality score of what you are posting? Only post your content when you cannot improve it any further, not when you want to get it over with. In this way, your mailing list will grow through people who want in on that amazing, cool, viral content. Just get those subscription forms and pop-ups at the right place on your website, so that no visitor isn't a subscriber. 40. Quadruple your subscriptions with discounts. Works well with commodities, fashion e-shops. What makes users wildly enthusiastic? Discounts and offers. Incentivize users to subscribe to your newsletter in order to receive a discount coupon, as well as get notified about upcoming events or flash sales. Not only is this a compelling incentive, but it makes a great call to action to refer a friend, too. And mind you, good news travels faster than you think. 41. Your pre-order pre-launch forms can close you deals works well with limited edition collections. Are you launching a new service? Or a super limited edition of your product? Are you holding a VIP only event on a first come first served basis? In that case, on your landing page, you can collect email addresses for those who wish to be notified as soon as you launch. Promote your pre-order or pre-launch page heavily through your social media accounts, and so on. This way, as soon as you launch, you might as well sell out that very moment. Bonus tip: remember to add a countdown timer on your landing page. That should increase excitement and amplify urgency. 42. Massive list building while you grow your fan base with free trial periods works well with offering website visitors a free trial is also a good idea for list building, and subsequently your conversion rate, by allowing website visitors to get to know your service. For example, in practice, you show confidence about what an awesome product you have built, especially if your service is a paid one. Allowing visitors to test it for themselves for a limited period of time will attract many hot leads for you. Let's take a look at how Spotify went about it. While growing its list, users who click Get Free see this form, whereby they can sign up and grant permission to receive the newsletter. 43. Help shoppers track their orders while you grow your list. Works well with all e-shops. Another way to add to boost list building is through your checkout process of your e-shop. Shoppers' email addresses are required to create an account. This helps the business to notify them about delivery dates and tracking information. Check out how Sephora does it. 1. Users, after providing their email address, are prompted to choose whether they are new or existing customers. 2. Subsequently, it is at the fourth stage of the subscription process that users can choose to sign up for rewards. When customers enter their email address at checkout, they do so to receive the tracking code and/or other information regarding the delivery of their order. This does not qualify the brand to send the subscriber more offers and newsletters whatsoever. Under the GDPR, effective the 25th of May, 2018, users must explicitly state their desire to receive further communication from the company through, for example, checking a box stating that. In that light, a company engaging in sending unsolicited newsletters can find itself facing high fines. 44. Put up great content. With a pass works well with publishers, artists. What is gated content? Content that is gold. Expert advice that people would be willing to pay for, which they get at the price of their email address. As a marketer, would you enter your email address for at least one of the topics below? Watch this webinar to find out how to get GDPR right. 35 major SEO tips to make it to the first page of Google search results. Grab 300 free email subject lines for sales. How to spend less on Black Friday. Here's how I grew my Instagram followers from X to 2x. Get access to 5 premium sites for $10 recently. We at Moosend held a webinar on GDPR. Everyone who registered for the webinar got a recording afterward. However, soon the word was out and more marketers wanted access to the video. So we gave everyone access to our premium content on the GoToWebinar platform through this link. Users who click on the link get this. As soon as a user enters their data, they can access the actual webinar on GDPR. 45. Educate your users with access to a library of tutorials works well with bloggers, influencers. Holding a free tutorial for your most dedicated users is one of my favorite strategies for list building. Create a landing page and design different ads to promote your events on social media. Consider holding 3 classes of webinars, one for every level: Starter, Advanced, Pro. This series of classes will bring you closer to your followers and you will have the opportunity to turn people from observers to participants. Also, consider holding these webinars regularly to establish consistency in your followers' perception as an educator. 46. When did you last educate your users? Works well with as mentioned earlier, hold a webinar to boost your subscription rates. The procedure of signing up for a webinar asks users to enter their first and last names and email address to subscribe. Bingo. Let your audience know they can send their questions beforehand so that you can integrate them into your design. Add your tips to hold the best webinar. 1. Ask your audience to submit their questions beforehand. 2. Organize your content accordingly. 3. Add interactive bits, but not Q&A, at this point. 4. Prepare worksheets. Free printables or invites to offline events. GoToWebinar allows you to send up to 4 documents. For participants 5. Set up a poll that appears at the end of the webinar. If you hold webinars on the regular, you will soon marvel at your mailing list. 47. Record evergreen webinars and get insane list building results. Works well with SAH. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Whenever you run out of trending topics, such as the GDPR, for example, to cover on a webinar, you can always turn to evergreen webinars. Evergreen webinars can be about all-time classic topics. For instance, in the case of Musand, an evergreen webinar could be a how-to webinar, as in how to set up SPFDKIM. 48. Line users up for demos and grow your list. Works well with SAH. Earlier we talked about how scheduling a free trial can get your business more subscribers. Now, imagine users having your representatives walk them personally through the platform, explaining to them how they can use the platform or product to improve their results, and so on. And all of that for free. Who wouldn't sign up? Salesforce's subscription form. 49. Record an audience-specific podcast. Works well with SAH. If writing long blog posts is not your thing, then you could record podcasts for your users. Give users tips, present case studies, bring in other experts from your industry or other industries, and so on. Usually, this takes place through Apple Podcasts, RSS, Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, TuneIn, Deezer. But you know what? Not all people are not tech buffs. Therefore, you could consider sending out a newsletter with a link to your latest podcast when you post it. By doing so, you will be able to retarget subscribers who did not open their podcast and resend your podcast to them, in case they missed it. 50. Prepare a tip challenge for your inquisitive audiences. Works well with bloggers, educational content providers. One very popular trend currently is that of 30-day challenges, self-love, fitness goals, you name it. So, what industry are you in? If the consumers in your market need to be educated into your product, say, you are introducing a new grooming routine or a revolutionary product, then tip challenges are a good way to grow your list and build your content. Tip challenges are like short quizzes that ask questions covering many areas of one topic. Your tip challenges could be your educational content in various question formats. I. Question and flip text answer. S. Get it here. 2. List of questions followed by a list of answers. 3. List of questions in one email without the answers. Then, you can set up an email automation for those who click through your newsletter, to receive another email afterward, with the answers to the challenges. Because, on Musand's platform, email automation sequences only cost you 1 credit per subscriber, regardless of the emails in the sequence. This way you can ensure that your subscribers stay up to date with the latest news and insights in the industry. This could also help build a forum where your subscribers could socialize with other members of the community. Add value to what you do and what your business does, instead of expecting them to come back to your website every day for 30 days. Make it easier on them by providing users with everything that they need for their own business. 51. Work on a content upgrade for your list building. Works well with all industries. Walk the extra mile for your users. Craft unique, original content for your users or compile content in ebooks. Share that content in either through pop-ups or through your blog posts. See below. What could that content be? Anything that your audience might find interesting. What kind of knowledge do they need access to? Reach out to them through a newsletter, a blog post, your Instagram story or Facebook post and find out. Create that content and present it in the right format. Ebooks. Ebooks are great. True. They take a lot of time and energy to write and leave little room for mistakes, and since ebooks are downloadable and therefore unupdatable material, you can't really afford to produce something that will be dated in a few months' time. You need content that is the cream of the crop. La creme de la creme. Either way, you want to go through this procedure once, without having to revisit it every once in a while. As for the content, it is best to start from the basics. Write the ebook that everyone starting out in your industry would want to read. By producing a comprehensive book, users will easily decide to engage in what you are offering. How to create a valuable lead magnet. You'll find many tools online that can help you generate an ebook within seconds. One of our favorite services is Design Spreadsheet with ideas for writer's blocks. It's nice to help your audience with cheat sheets, worksheets or other content that could help them get along with their business. After all, It's easier for someone advanced to produce content for those starting out. This is another way in which you can build your email list. At the same time, preparing content upgrades helps you gain authority in what you do, as well as build a strong brand name content-wise. Produce more of what makes your brand awesome and different from the competition. This doesn't necessarily mean to produce content for what your company does, but also offer satellite knowledge, such as things to set up or produce whatever your line of work is. In order to be able to use your product or service, you must go from 45 degrees to a full 360-degree quality service. VIP only. You could grow your list by giving your subscribers access to a landing page in your welcome email. You could provide them with a password that unlocks the content and allows them to enter content upgrade through your blog posts. Not every business has a blog for a good reason. 2. Blogs are a lot of work. The time required to research a topic, then write a comprehensive article, and all the promotional actions following the launch of the new entry can be a handful. That is why the vast majority of bloggers or contributors won't include content upgrades to their blogs. But you, my dear, know better. As you're reading this paragraph, you understand that a new standard is to be thrust upon you, that of creating extra content. And yes, preparing a content upgrade is no easy task. It requires an almost equal amount of work for your copywriters and content marketers, as your blog entries do. The difference is that content upgrades are value-adding activities. 52. Give subscribers access to premium infographics works well with all industries. Infographics fall into the category of content upgrades really, but they add so much value that they deserve their own separate section. What is an infographic? Octopus infographic content upgrade for list building. An infographic presents information in a visual way through graphic design. Infographics are like comics for industries and offer a concise representation of information on a specific topic. Pros: infographics are growing in popularity, thanks to the lighter, usually colorful presentation, and the compact copy. Another great characteristic of infographics is that they are highly shareable material. What's more, users who are enthusiastic about your content will easily become the hero of their respective online communities by sharing great work. At the same time, as infographics are branded content, your work is promoted organically, thus leveraging the potential of this content upgrade. On top of that, provided your infographic is in PDF format, your infographic can also feature clickable links directing users to the relevant pages on your website. Cons: having your infographic shared on platforms like LinkedIn might prove to be a smoother process compared to that for Facebook. That is, for your users to be able to share a PDF document on their Facebook pages, groups or online communities, they must post a link of the PDF. At least, in this way, you can get direct traffic to your website without leaving anyone behind. Here are some tools to help you out with creating infographics. 53. Email list building. Growth with conversational marketing works well with all industries with a website, blog, or e-shop. Another website-based feature that can help you grow your leads and email list is a tool like Intercom's live chat. This is what Intercom's tool looks like on Moosen's website. Turn your website viewers into subscribers with a customer acquisition tool. There are two ways in which you can grow your list through Intercom. By replying to your first-time visitors' questions, you can convert them into subscribers. Your support team could recommend articles from your blog and suggest that entering the mailing list will keep them updated even when your support team is caught up in too much work. You can still collect email addresses. How? When your support representatives are too busy to reply instantly, Intercom sends them a message. This message is a notification that they can leave their email address so that the support team gets back to them later via email. Here's an example. I reached out to Later's support team through Intercom, and the following messages appeared. By clicking no, I'm not a customer, I got this message on my screen, asking me to provide my email address so that the team can contact me. Another tool similar to Intercom's that I came across is that of Outlook. The following pop-up is what I came across. That's another discreet way to help your website visitors reach out to you and get their email addresses. Takeaway: check out Intercom and Outlook to see which one best matches your conversational marketing standards. 54. List building with customer surveys works well with primarily all B2C industries. Who'd have thought that a survey could prove to be a valuable list building tactic? Apparently, Qualaroo did. For instance, Qualaroo shows website visitors a short satisfaction survey. How does this help generate leads? Simply through a form. Qualaroo invites users to answer questions and the call to action is email sign-up. Be sure that surveys are one cool way to grow your list takeaway. Try this for yourself by signing up for Qualaroo and grow your list. TLDR. Regularly update your email signature and freshen up your subscription optimized landing page. It will lead to. If you lack the time or resources, a simple change in colors should suffice. Write a blog, keep it updated, and promote your work. See chapter 2 of this blog post. Leave comments to other blogs by bloggers you like, admire, and watch your list grow daily. Make sure your content is the best there is out there at the time of posting it. Otherwise, it's not showtime yet. Only really good content will get you more subscribers. Give website visitors the chance to ask for a trial, get a discount, pre-order, or schedule a demo with you. Guess how you are going to contact them. Do you know when's the perfect time to ask for a user's email? At checkout. While they enter their address for tracking purposes, you can throw in a box where by checking it they grant you permission to contact them for offers, etc. Asking users for a review could also involve them entering their contact details for promotions and offers. Holding webinars or designing number 30-day challenges for your users is also a great idea. List building offline. In this last part of our post series on list building, we'll go over a few ideas on how to promote list growth offline. 2. List building is an ongoing process. It doesn't end. It diversifies. Make your list building cocktail yourself. Track your progress, and make adjustments along the way. 55. Grow your list through brand activation. 56. Have a scannable QR code. 57. Set up a tablet for quick subscription. 58. Give out magical business cards. 59. Your trade show stall wants in on the subscription action. 60. Hire an automatic photo booth. 61. Use this survey tool for iPad. 62. Here's a list building tip from Carl Lagerfeld. 63. Ask users to register their reward points card online. 64. Give customers an in-store discount free gift with a code for verifying their emails. 65. Invite your customers to a virtual world of well-being. 66. Hire a GIF booth. 67. Get the calligraphy pack and get access to the first 3 courses for free. 68. List building like Chanel, DG Shopping Plus. Be notified of events or promotions, secret sales, etc. 69. Take it to the streets like the NFL. 70. Limited collection launching online, pre-order now. 71. We'll be back. 72. Share material exclusively available online. 73. List building via word of mouth marketing. 55. Brand activation or holding an event works well with B2C brands. Did you know that you're holding an educational or other offline event could also help boost subscriptions or event registrations on your platform? Depending on the industry you are in, you could interest your customers in giving you their email addresses so as to contact them about news and offers, especially offers. You could be organizing informational seminars for studies abroad or the Lollapalooza festival, or you could be running crash courses in poetry or creative writing. In any case, you could offer attendees the chance to get fee discounts, early bird tickets, exclusive benefits, or a chance to get one of the VIP backstage passes, just by entering their email addresses. You could do this in the following ways. 56. Have a scannable QR code. Visitors will be able to either use the QR scanning app on their phone, or, those who own an iPhone, can switch their camera to Square and simply scan it. Your QR code could link to your subscription page, which you can track and analyze, or a special offer landing page, offering your event participants a unique coupon code to use and get a discount forever. Depending on the industry you are in, this landing page could feature a sign-up form in the top half, and a how-to video at the lower half which would show how your product works. 57. Set up a tablet for quick subscription and quick list building. Those who join your event or gathering, meetup, meet and greet event will eagerly share their details. If they are aware of your brand or offering and have not signed up for your newsletter yet, they would be incentivized to enter their email addresses. If you have designed a 360-degree experience for the event, for instance, Suppose you are a B2B brand in personal care products and have just launched a flower garden concept at a central spot downtown to promote your new product. Your customers will recognize your brand and will most certainly stumble to check out the setting. Your potential customers, meaning those who identify with your branding or simply like what they see on site, will also come closer to check you out. Now, if they saw that those lining up to enter their email address walk away with a floral bag or other gift, they'd want in, too. Before entering their details, participants could also be presented with the option to answer a few quick personal questions, for a chance to enter a contest. These personal questions would help marketers of the brand to outline their audience preferences. For instance, the questions could span over consumers' favorite radio station, favorite celebrities, or places they like to frequent, or dream holiday destinations. Holding an invitation-free event is exciting for consumers and potential audiences alike and helps build relationships over time. These relationships can range from a positive predisposition towards your brand product, which might elicit a positive comment or review in the future, to purchase intent. Ongoing positive experiences with a brand count towards the customer-based brand equity. And what is this the shortest way for? Brand loyalty. Of course 58. Give out magical business cards works well with tech-friendly audiences. Whether you are participating in an event or you are simply exchanging business cards with a new acquaintance, consider business cards that come with a QR code. The QR code could link straight to a special landing page with a special bonus for the holder of the card. What if you have to change the link to the landing page once that offer expires? No problem. Go for a dynamic QR code instead of a static QR code. This way, whatever your objective is, you won't have to change the information on print material. With regard to your business card, to make it stand out, you could just print your first and last name on one side, and the QR code on the other. Such a minimal design will not go unnoticed. If anything, it will make people curious to scan that QR code and see what this is all about. Those who get to that landing page through a business card will get a more advantageous offer. Remember to clearly state that this offer only stands for a specific period and that the code expires in a few days' time. Also, did you know you could get QR codes in color? As long as the contrast does not prevent the scanning of the QR code, you can use the color of your brand identity. Don't worry if you don't know how to create a QR code. There are many QR code generators out there, like BeaconStack, that will do the job for you fast and easy. 59. Participate in a trade show works well with B2B brands. If you are a regular at trade shows in your industry, then I sure hope this isn't the first time you are introduced to the idea of collecting emails on site. At a trade show, you will have the opportunity to serve your content to a large number of visitors. Odds are you and your representatives might not get a chance to talk to everyone who is interested in your product's services. However, what you can do is have a tablet, or more, or another way in which your potential customers can enter their details so that you contact them afterward. Ideally, you could set up email automation for every new email address that is added to that specific mailing list to receive a personal welcome email that you have customized for the occasion of the trade show. For example, it could read something like this. Hi there. Thanks for dropping by. Please find attached a quick presentation of our brand and our price list, wholesale prices and RRPs. Check them out and let us know when we can schedule a call or meeting with you. By replying to this email, talk to you soon. Make sure that this is sent from the email address of the person handling the sign-up procedure, so that sender information reads George from Moosend. For example, no one will know that this is an automation and the process will become more personable and friendly. As a result, you'll get a higher open rate and replies or conversions. After you send the welcome email, wait a couple of days and follow up with everyone who hasn't gotten back to you. To engage more subscribers, reach out with specialized offers and discounts or free shipping fees, etc. Here an additional 26 B2B lead generation tips from our friends at Albacross 60. Hire an automatic photo booth. I was waiting for my intercity train to Salerno, Italy. I was impatiently walking up and down the platform when I noticed my reflection, and as a true narcissist, I approached it. There I was on that display mirroring my reflection. I couldn't make much sense out of what was being shown there. Too bad it was only available in Italian. I did manage to take a couple of photos whatsoever. Then, I was presented with the option to send these to my inbox. I had forgotten to bring my A game in Italian, but the need for original marketing promotion ideas helped me at it. Think about it. This photo smart machine made the most out of our time of all of us in transit. It kept us busy and exceptionally so. 61. Use this survey tool for iPad. Sometimes we spend so much time working on every aspect of our businesses that, when confronted with enhancing our product or service, we don't know how to. This is where this cool tool, Survey Anyplace, comes in. So, next time you participate at a summit or sponsor an event or launch an activation, have this in place. Find out about the opinion of hundreds or thousands of people at the tap of a button. 62. Here's a list building tip from Carl Lagerfeld. Please excuse those shape edits I inserted, but I was going through a bad hair day period back then and my relationship with you guys is not there just yet. Edits provided by PicMonkey. As if the sheer pleasure of trying on Carl's playful collection items was not enough, they added tablets in the dressing room for us fashionistas to take a photo and post it directly on our social media or send it to our inbox. Amazing. What an intelligent way to make influencers out of us all. And how inspiring to get a piece of branded material with you, even if you haven't shopped with the brand. A cool photo. Have you thought of designing an app, offering printables, downloadable content, or prepare a widget of sorts for your users? The key is to give away something branded. For example, growing up, I remember it only took us an email to reach out to snowboard and skateboard brands to ask for free sticker packs. Occasionally we'd send traditional mail, enclose a stamped envelope for them to send back to us. Sure, this didn't help the brand build a solid email database, but it did count towards brand building, brand loyalty, and community building. 63. Ask users to register their reward points card online every time you spend a considerable amount of money with a brand. Don't you sort of expect to be noticed by the brand? Say, get something special in return. A reward of sorts? Sometimes this doesn't happen, of course, but when it does, I'm there to write it down. The first time that I shopped Translate, went on a shopping splurge, with Papercase, London, UK. It must have been around Christmas time. At checkout, the cashier asked me if I wanted to be a member of their reward program Papercase Treats. I said yes, and expected to be presented with a form to fill in or something instead. They gave me a plastic card on the spot and asked me to register it online to get my points and a free gift. See what they did there? When I went online and entered my contact details, I also checked the newsletter opt-in box, so I've been actively receiving their latest offers ever since. 64. Give customers an in-store discount free gift with a code for verifying their emails. You guys are so lucky. I am such a shopping addict because I come across all these beautiful marketing strategies and I am always happy to share them with you. So, it was a couple of months back that I purchased something from Inglet. A girl likes her makeup. I had been shopping with them for a while, but it was the first time I was shopping from their Athens branch. The difference? Up until then, I had shopped only from their branches in Milan. I was never prompted to share my details with them. Now, I could attribute this to a number of reasons. A language barrier. It could be that the employees did not feel comfortable initiating this update in English. B. Workload. Not once were the stores not buzzing with customers, so maybe informing a tourist about registering seemed pointless. Given the circumstances here, let me say that other brands keep universal records across their branches in different countries. So, it does feel warm and fuzzy to be greeted with your name at the cashiers in London, Brussels, Milan, and Rome. That was Kenzo and I loved it even more. As for brands that keep separate records for different countries, I might enjoy the process sometimes, while others I feel kind of alienated from the brand, considering I'm dressed head to toe in their brands. AWK word. See different presence and marketing actions in every country where they have a presence, given the varying external environments, competition, etc. Having taken these into account, consider how upgraded my shopping experience was last month when I shopped from their store in Athens. I gave my email and I was notified that upon verifying my email account, I would get a complimentary product. So I did. I got their signature red lipstick, free with my next purchase, to which I admit I may have rushed it for apparent reasons. I'm a sucker for really, really good marketing. Heart Eyes. 65. Invite your customers to a virtual world of well-being. I love it when businesses go the extra mile and send unbelievably cool emails. Sometimes, what is unbelievably cool is not that the content of the email per se, but the mere fact that they did use your email address to send something that does not involve upselling you to another product or service. Not on a first reading, at least. If you own an offline business, an actual physical store, yes, that kind. Ask your customers to subscribe to your lifestyle tips, recipes for well-being, headspace exercises, and so on. For instance, I enrolled to these yoga classes at this cute little place in my neighborhood. Of course, they asked for my email, but I gave it because I was curious about their email marketing. B. Doubted they would actually use it. C. I read somewhere I could shoot them an email to reserve my spot at Ariel, and there are days that I really can't handle over the phone communication and sound all awkward and weird and all. So I did. The result? I got this crazy way to go on completing the first month of yoga. I'm kind of thing. A similar thing happened when I gave my email address to this spa. A few days after my appointment, they sent me their latest offers on therapeutic massages, plus a recipe for a detox juice. Talk about lifestyle branding. I was sold on the idea that this is going to be the new me from now on. Booking massages regularly, detoxing every now and then, keeping up my yoga practice, and so on. Point being, asking your customers for their emails for something that is not directly related to earning you more money, but instead is all about them, does help your business. The aforementioned examples are well-being oriented, but I could certainly come up with more. If you own a bookstore and could really use us, you could invite your customers to free offline workshops or webinars on watercolor, calligraphy, lettering, freehand drawing. Who do you think they are going to get supplies from? As we say in yoga, you take back the energy you give away. I'm hearing that physics has picked the quote up 66. Hire a GIF booth. What is a GIF booth? A GIF booth allows you to create short GIFs in the form of video loops. Essentially, the GIF booth will take a quick burst of photos, which can be. Another way to make the most of your event is by installing a long exposure photo booth, or light painting photo booth design. That's me. Again, this photo is from a few years back. Not a bad hair day, I'll say. So there you go. Now, there is a hybrid option, namely to combine long exposure with a GIF. So you'll get something like this. 67. Get the calligraphy pack and get access to the first 3 courses for free. When I first took up calligraphy, I browsed for hours to find free classes before I invest any more money in buying pens and notebooks, which I ultimately did anyway, despite it being strongly advised against by all instructors. Cause that's who I am, a full-fledged rebel. Back to collecting emails in original ways now. If you own both a physical store and an e-shop, make your customers feel valued by giving them access to gated content online. To get the code, they will need to enter the mailing list. Keeping your customers in the loop is easier than you thought. Check out platforms allowing you to launch courses or gated content, such as Teachable, and so on. 68. List building like Chanel, DG Shopping Plus. Be notified of events or promotions, secret sales, etc. Are you a member? Would you like to be notified of secret sales, invited to private events, and get custom offers on your birthday? As these words are uttered by the sales representative, and just before they are oxidized into butterflies, glitter, and floating unicorns, I've already grabbed the pen from their hands and filled in my first name, last name, mother's maiden name, anything. To me, the ultimate way to welcome your in-store customers to your online world of endless possibility, and clearly the most customized and consistent way you'll ever address them, is this beautiful card. It's like a ritual of initiation of sorts, isn't it? 69. Take it to the streets like the NFL. Go big or go home, but don't go home empty-handed. Get back in there, go big, and get some emails while you're at it. I'm inviting you to think creatively as a kid who is looking for an excuse for not having done their homework, or one who doesn't want to go to bed already. That is the ultimate level of creativity. A. Are you celebrating the first 111 days you've been in business? B. Have you reached 100K on Facebook? C. Did your online traffic break a new record this month? Whatever the reason, celebrate by bringing together your offline customers, A. Facebook following, B. or online customers, C. Integrate your following into one major mailing list. Design an integrated communications plan. IMC, which encourages your on-site customers to join your celebrations by subscribing to your newsletter. Run Facebook ads and share posts. Incentivize online customers to join in. I'll never forget the fun we had at those NFL celebrations at Regent Street in London, a couple of years back. My sister and I took part in a couple of games, one of which required yelling some American football words at the top of our voices, and our mum was certain we were going to nail this. Sure, this sounds supportive, but our mum's focus was on yelling. Joke's on her. We failed miserably. We only caught quarterback out of all the words 70. Limited collection launching online pre-order. Now we can all agree that when Rihanna goes on to start an entirely new business, she has brought in the cream of the crop. The experts of every single field. Right? Correct. This is why Rihanna, soon after launching her makeup collection under Fenty Beauty, rolled out the lingerie collection. Besides having Vogue magazine hype the crowds up and generate buzz across their own mailing list. In their praising article, Vogue linked to the NSFW website, which was still a holding site. You see, even before launching the actual website, the booming brand was already brewing a mailing list. The following is a screenshot of the holding site for Savage X Fenty. Upon registering, I got this personalized message, which always scores higher in my books. 71. We'll be back. This must have been what I like to call cosmic coincidence, because I was writing this article when I thought, I must get me ankle boots. Whatever happened to that gorgeous brand? I bought a pair from 1,000 years ago. I looked them up and bam. I wasn't thrilled, but when I clicked on that Google result, I was. 72. Share material exclusively available online. One word for you. Guest checkouts. Okay. 2 words. If only you could hold on to them. You did manage to bring them all the way to your site. After all, cluster your products by category and match these to gated content. At checkout, offer them the first free bundle simply by entering their email. Don't forget to inform your subscribers there will be more free content coming up. Create content for your business and you'll find soon enough that it's the gift that keeps on giving. Free content that helps guide your customers around a product or service they just purchased from you, whether it is video tutorial or worksheets or whatever, is what helps build a relationship with people, not customers. Then, start a private Facebook group, invite only, and build a community. Don't wait until your business is big enough to do that. It'll never be big enough to start. And if you don't create content, you'll never be big enough. Anyway, launch a unique offer for members only on your website. To claim it, users will need to go online and register for the product. This way, you get to join the online and offline world. 73. List building via word of mouth marketing works well with B2C brands. Every digital manager wants people talking about their brand. And while they say that any publicity is good publicity, it wouldn't hurt to be famous for all the right reasons. Now would it? Tap into word of mouth marketing. 1. Put great content out there and share it with the world. This is your first step to achieving word of mouth. 2. Give users an excellent after-sales service to add to your reputation. 3. Run CSR programs to give back to the community. This counts to your positive brand image. 4. Help users with satellite tasks to the product or service you are offering to align your brand with positive word of mouth. 5. Think of your values. What is your company made of? What is your corporate culture? For example, if you are a SaaS company and run hackathon programs around the country or locally, to help young people stay off the streets and help promote knowledge, then you are making an impact. This impact counts for something. If you are a food market and you all gather to cook for the homeless once a week or part of your proceeds go to a charity program, then you are making a change. And you will have people rooting for you, your existing customers, and prospective customers whose ideals and values match yours. If you are an educational institution and share some of your textbooks with people who are interested in furthering their knowledge or run community classes, then you are bettering this world by bettering its people who haven't had it easy. And, disclaimer, I do not see good deeds as bearing exchange value, but this is a fact. These actions are creating positive word of mouth. But the bigger picture is that you are making a change. And, regardless of businesses' motives behind their corporate social responsibility programs, at the end of the day, to my mind, what matters is that some people's lives are getting better. Doing good will bring good. It's like paying it forward. And yes, Eventually some people will notice and share it on their Facebook profiles or talk to their friends about what you do, and you will convert them from random or occasional shoppers to regular and loyal customers of your business, especially for commodity products, for which there is no product differentiation between brands. Research has shown that supporting a cause helps differentiate a commodity product brand from another. If you run large-scale community programs, then you could double as your advertising campaign. 2. What your team will need to come up with is a concept and emotional value to build your message around. Find one that is aligned with your company history, present, and future. Focus on the ones that resonate with your customers. You can ensure that through the use of focus groups or other types of qualitative research. Finally, get your public relations right to leverage the impact of your actions. From sending a press release to journalists and local newspapers, to launching an advertising campaign across your social media accounts, you can communicate your CSR. Okay, but how does this help me grow my list? You may ask. Not all pathways to achieving an objective are straightforward. Provided you have optimized your website and or landing pages for subscriptions, and that your pop-ups copy is benefit-oriented, you will get the maximum number of subscribers following these actions. Remember that your landing pages and website should have no more than 2 CTAs. The primary CTA should be to sign up for the newsletter and the secondary to register for your service, or schedule a demo. Get in touch with our sales technical support team. You name it. TL, DR1. Find out more about your consumers and potential customers through brand activations and offline events too. Turn your business cards into a clickable button that builds your list one card exchange at a time. 3. Participate in a trade show to build your B2B mailing list and engage in some much needed networking. 4. Do good and it will all come back to your business. Help the local community and it will all reflect back to your brand. Quick list building recap. The quick recap of our 73 ways on how to do list building the right way. You are short of 73 excuses for not growing a list of millions of subscribers. A person comes into your store and makes a purchase. A new customer. Great. But what happens when they leave? You may never see them again. Unless, of course, you have a way to draw them back to the store. That's where email marketing comes in. Email marketing lets you stay in touch with new customers and entice them to come back to your business. The more you focus on list building, the more opportunity you'll have to create customers. That means you have to always be growing your list. For effective list building, you need to know the answer to 3 key questions. Why would someone subscribe to your email list? Where should you collect email addresses? And how should you ask people to sign up? Why would someone subscribe to your email list? Few people wake up each morning hoping they'll get more emails. They don't want to receive emails. They want to receive value. And if this value comes in the form of an email, then that's fine with them. What does delivering value actually look like? People subscribe to email lists for 3 main reasons. They want to receive promotions and discounts. They want access to exclusive content. Or they want to show their continued support for an organization. Make sure you have a plan to deliver value to your subscribers based on what they are interested in. Where should you ask for email addresses? There are 3 main ways that you can collect addresses when list building. In person, through printed materials, and online. If collecting in person, feature an in-store sign-up sheet at checkout that invites customers to subscribe for VIP benefits. You can also get email addresses when helping a customer by telling them briefly about the cool stuff they'll receive by joining your email list. Collect email addresses at events using our List Builder app, which automatically adds contacts into your Constant Contact account. To collect via print materials, you can use a Constant Contact feature called Text to Join. With Text to Join, you choose a keyword that people can text to a set number, resulting in them being instantly added to your email list. Put signage around your store that encourages shoppers to use their phones to join your email list. You can also put your text to join information on your business card, on flyers, brochures, and direct mail pieces. When asking for addresses online, link to your sign-up form in your social media posts profiles. You can also add a link to your sign-up form in your email signature, and add an embeddable or pop-up form on your website. Hint: Constant Contact has a variety of sign-up tools to easily add your new subscribers to your email list. As a bonus, Expand your contact capturing with integrations that seamlessly work with your constant contact account. With Neat, you can scan business cards and automatically add these people to your email list. Gazella offers a way to make email signups required if someone wants to use your guest Wi-Fi. Lead Pages helps you quickly create and deploy high-performing landing pages. How should you ask people to sign up? Getting rejected is never fun, but if you have a plan for how to ask effectively, you'll minimize rejection and maximize email subscribers. The key to any good list building script, online or in person, is answering 4 key questions most potential subscribers will have. First, what's in it for them? Explain the value of joining your email list. This may include exclusive promotions and discounts, helpful content, or invitations to events. Second, what objections do they have? Address any potential concerns, including the frequency you'll be sending emails, and how easy it will be for them to unsubscribe. Third, how can they easily sign up? Make it painless and foolproof. Guide them through the sign-up process, doing it for them if possible. Finally, what should they expect next? Explain what happens next and what type of emails they can expect to receive. Use the script below to help prepare for these questions. You can see that the tone is conversational and all about the customer. This same script will work online as well. Here's an example of how that would look. Even if your employees are trained on how to ask for email signups, they may be hesitant to ask customers to subscribe. One of the best ways to persuade them to take action is to hold a competition and provide an incentive. For example, whoever collects the most emails in the month of July will receive a $50 gift card. The important thing is for everyone who works at your business to know that growing your email list is a priority. Tactics to build an email list. 1. Use sign-up sheets to collect emails. 2. Use business cards to add emails to the database. 3. Use opt-ins on your website. 4. Utilize giveaways that require email submission. 5. Leverage email-only specials where users have to sign up to receive these deals. 6. Encourage customers with a daily deal that requires email submission to get the promo code. 7. Collect emails to send a recap of monthly blog posts to customers. 8. Gain emails through social media pages or Facebook-led ads. 9. Run refer a friend campaigns on platforms such as social media. 10. Use exit intent pop-ups to collect emails from people who would have left the site otherwise. 11. Create an online community for your brand or industry. 12. Host an event for your brand or industry and have people sign in on a computer or tablet linked to your ESP. 13. Invite people to join the club where they will get exclusive content. 14. Gate downloads with email submissions and send the download file via email. 15. Add a sticky banner to your website. 16. Add a form to the footer of your website so it is on all pages. Tactics to avoid when building an email list. 1. Do not buy lists. 2. Do not scrape emails. 3. Do not email users that are unsubscribed. Now that you have the list building techniques you need to grow your email list, whether you have 10 subscribers or 10,000, these tactics will keep your list growing. And while having a large list can be an invaluable resource, focus on quality over quantity. A smaller list of engaged followers is better for your business than a larger list full of followers who don't care about you. This means that you'll only want to have people on your list who are interested in you and your business. By following these tactics, you will grow a list of loyal subscribers who will become loyal customers. And that's what email marketing is all about. How to build an email list fast and effectively. Proven strategies. Brian Jackson, the 2nd of March, 2020. 79 shares. Is there any procrastination method more time-honored than the Monday morning email catch-up? Or, with 3.7 billion email users in 2017 alone, more widespread? Try a free demo, but email isn't just good for banishing the Mondays. It's even better for marketing. Consider this. At a median ROI of 122%, email marketing boasts a return over 4 times higher than other marketing strategies. That's what marketing agency Promodo discovered when they helped Chocosmile, an online retailer of all things chocolate, transform their email into a full-fledged sales channel almost as sweet as their products. Sweet to the tune of a 2,100% sales increase and conversion growth between 5-10%. To be precise, you can cash in on that same candy-coated success. Because like chocolate, successful email marketing is as simple as finding the best ingredients and combining them at just the right time. In other words, it all comes down to building your email list. Email lists boast incredible ROI and are the bread and butter for successful marketing. Bread. Click to tweet. But if you're not sure where to get started, don't worry. In this post, we'll provide you with actionable recipes for bulking up your email list fast, including create user-friendly capture forms, use giveaways for instant list building, make magnetic content upgrades, leverage social media for community growth. Without further ado, let's dive in and talk about capture forms. Create user-friendly capture forms. Asking for someone's email address is a lot like asking someone to prom. Come on too strong, and they'll run for the hills. Make it too subtle, and they won't notice you're asking. At its most dressed down, you can use on-page widgets for the ask. Check out how pinch of yum sandwiches there's between content on their homepage. Pinch of yum email capture form. We use a similar method on Kinsta, sprinkling our content with the ask box on our main blog page. Kinsta email capture form. We also plug it inline into our blog posts, as you can see in one of our more recent pieces about what's new with WordPress 5.0. Our in-house developer programmed it so that it shows up after a certain number of paragraphs. And if you've already subscribed, you won't see the CTA box. Kinsta blog post email capture form. If you prefer a more interactive approach to lead generation than the brick and mortar ask box, you can spice things up with pop-ups and header widgets instead. But for the best results, consider combining them together. That's what Buffer did. Adding multiple sign-up forms to their website helped their subscriber count grow to twice its size, all in a single month. Email sign-up sources. Image source. Buffer. So adding together more than one type of sign-up form is a definite recipe for success. But before we dig into the different types of pop-ups and tools you can use, a quick note about interstitials. Considered a form of interruption marketing, interstitials are any page or pop-up that forms a roadblock to users' path to content, either by displaying over the content or interrupting it. Users have no choice but to interact with the display before they can proceed. Forbes was a classic example of the before interstitial, also known as a prestitial. Prestitial. Image source. Search engine land. As a best practice, avoid these like the Sunday brunch rush. Google will cripple any website's ranking that it flags as having these intrusive forms, which means all of the below is a big no-no for anyone who wants to keep or grow their search engine position. Interstitials. Image source. Google Webmaster Blog. Note that although this change was specifically rolled out for the mobile version of websites, Google has moved everything to a mobile-first index, so it's important for all websites. If that's not enough to convince you to toss interstitials in the bin and never look back, there's also the fact that users report these interactions as among their most hated advertising practices, defined as modals in this study by the Nielsen-Norman Group. On a 1 to 7 scale, modals, interstitials, landed at 5.82 for desktop users and 5.89 for mobile users, beating even autoplaying videos without skip for most dreaded advertising type. Ad type ratings. Image source. Nielsen-Norman Group. With that out of the way, let's take a quick tour of some options for sign-up forms that work really well. First up, the welcome mat. This can be a controversial topic, as many would consider this an interstitial, and some might not prefer this method as it might not be seen as the most user-friendly. However, if done correctly, they can have some serious sign-up power. Online learning management system Fedora, now rebranded as Teachable, deployed this strategy on their homepage to increase sign-ups for a promotional webinar. Welcome Mat. The result was a 70.37% increase in just 5 days. So if you want to double your email list in less time than it takes for a new Game of Thrones episode to roll out, a welcome mat is definitely an option worth considering. However, if you're worried about the Google pop-up penalty, you may want to play it safe and enable this method only for desktop devices. If you're interested in setting this up on your website, the Thrive Leads plugin is an excellent option with a one-time license fee of $67. Now, let's switch gears and talk about floating bars. These are sign-up forms that hover above or below a web page and float as the user scrolls. American Eagle uses a floating bar at the bottom of their page to create an unobtrusive but omnipresent sign-up point. American Eagle floating bar email capture form. Just how effective are these low-key forms? Using a floating bar rewards active campaign with 800 new free trial sign-ups every month. Active campaign floating bar email list. So in short, the answer is very effective. To add a floating sign-up bar to your WordPress site for free, check out the Pop-Up Maker plugin. If you want to go down the premium route, pop-ups by Opt-in Monster might be one you want to check out. Appropriately ending our discussion of opt-in forms is the exit intent pop-up. As the name implies, these pop-ups show up when users display a behavior indicating their intent to leave the page. Triggers for exit intents can be rapid mouse movement toward the top right of the screen, where the close button typically is, clicking on off-page links, set on a timer, or activated on scrolling. Here's an especially on-the-nose example of an exit intent from one of our own landing page experiments. Note that you can easily use this for email captures. In our case, it made more sense to drive traffic to plans page. Exit intent, since these only show up after a user has interacted with their desired content. They are not as intrusive as other forms of full page or overlay pop-ups. They are pretty successful, too. Case in point, using an exit intent overlay helped Wall Street increase their newsletter signups by a whopping 279%. Exit intent newsletter. Image source: OmniConvert. Since Wall Street is an online business publication touted as one of the most read on the globe, that 279% increase is a significant feather in their proverbial and financial cap. A tool like Hotjar is great for this. But if you prefer a more hands-on approach than plugins for building your capture forms, Sleeknote is an excellent solution that's free to try, intuitive, and easy to integrate with your WordPress site. To get started, pop over, pun intended, to Sleeknote. Click on one of the two purple buttons to get started and go through the sign-up flow. There isn't any credit card required, so it should only take you a minute to complete it. Sleeknote next. Enter the website you want to build an email capture form for and click Use this website. Sleeknote website. After that, select the option that best fits your needs. For our purposes, choose the first. Collect email addresses, and hit select. Sleeknote collect email addresses. From there, you'll be taken to the template page. At present, there are 21 ready-made templates to choose from and 4 blank templates. Let's check out the floating bar option, highlighted below. We grew our traffic 1,187% with WordPress. We'll show you how. Join 20,000 plus others who get our weekly newsletter with insider WordPress tips. Subscribe now. Subscribe to the Kinsta newsletter. Subscribe. I agree to the terms and conditions and privacy policy. Sleeknote templates. After selecting the template, you'll be asked to choose the position of your floating bar. Sleeknote position. There's no real right or wrong option here, so choose whatever fits your site best and continue clicking through. Next, you'll be taken to the editing dashboard. As you click on individual elements, the side menu will change and allow you to customize your floating bar. Sleeknote customize floating bar. Here's what it looks like after we've done some customizing. Sleeknote floating bar. Once you're satisfied, click next step at the bottom of the page. You'll be taken to a success screen if you want the widget to change after users enter their email addresses. For now, leave it disabled and keep clicking through. On the last page, you'll be asked to name your Sleeknote and given options to change display rules, integrate with email software, and set up your goals. Sleeknote rules. Now all you need to do is click save at the bottom and go to the next screen to get a copy and paste code for adding your Sleeknote to your website. Check out our step-by-step tutorial on how to add code to your WordPress header. Sleeknote code afterward. If you want to edit your floating bar or track its progress, you can access it from the My Sleeknotes option. Sleeknote dashboard. Easy as that. For more great options to integrate sign-up forms into your website, check out the list of our favorite lead-generating plugin powerhouses. And don't forget about creating an easy form for resubscribing. If you're creative, great example from ClickUp below, you might be able to get back some users that choose to unsubscribe from your email list. Resubscribe email list CTA next. Let's talk about one of the most explosive methods for building up your email list: giveaways. Use giveaways for instant list building. Is there anything more satisfying than winning a competition? Even if all we have to do is enter our name, or in the case of a website, an email address. The joy of beating other competitors is as sweet as honey. You can use that joy to rake in the email addresses. While holding giveaways isn't always the cheapest solution, it's among one of the most effective for email marketers. Why? Because online contests all collect one thing universally: the coveted email address. Information asked by brands. Image source: Brandon Goil. The second most common element collected during a contest is the participant's first name, which adds to the email marketer's delight. Having a first name handy gives you the capability to send personalized email campaigns down the road, something 82% of professionals report as increasing their total open rates. And the benefits are compounding. Automated emails, such as personalized campaigns, have click-through rates over 152% higher than non-automated campaigns. So, all in all, a giveaway is a long-lasting goldmine for someone who wants to build up their list, offering rewards both in the here and now and the there and then. But just how much of a goldmine? Josh Earl hit the equivalent of the California gold rush when he offered a premium code editor, Sublime Text, as part of a giveaway. His list exploded by 3,418% in 11 days, suggested Redding. 10 free HTML editors on the market for WordPress developers and advanced users. Giveaway. This simple giveaway didn't just beef up his email list, either. It helped his site bypass over 2 million competitors and claimed the 49,137th slot in Alexa's global site rankings. Still not convinced? There's more. Another entrepreneur used a giveaway on her blog to increase her subscribers. Her efforts resulted in more than double the traffic and subscribers, leading to a very sharp uptick in growth. Giveaway increase subscribers. One more example. Noah Kagan, chief sumo of the Sumo Group, has used giveaways to generate over 500,000 new email subscribers in the last 4 years. You can see an example of one of his giveaways below. Evernote giveaway. Okay, now that we've eliminated even a shadow of the doubt, let's look at what makes a giveaway worth the trouble, for both your new subscribers and your budget. The most important element of a giveaway is making sure you're offering something useful for your users and not excluding any of your demographics. Whether your contest is on social media or directly on your website, you can offer something with a straight cut dollar value like Inkbox does with a shopping spree on their website. Capture email with a shopping spree, or you can give out individual prizes like Noah and Josh used. Here's an example from a Twitch channel. Giveaway items to capture email. Although the prizes are all high dollar, what makes this giveaway effective is its audience attunement. All of the prizes up on the block are items that the gaming-centric audience will actively want to use. Consider, for instance, if a KitchenAid stand mixer was being offered instead. Sure, it might compete with the dollar value of a game console, but it's not as likely to resonate with the user base if they don't have an affinity for baking. Okay, so giveaways are a great list builder if you're giving something audience relevant away. But how do you set one up for your website? For that, free tools like Woobox are indispensable. Let's take it for a spin now. First, swing over to the Woobox homepage. Click on one of the 2 navy buttons to sign up. Woobox. Once you're done, you'll land on this dashboard. Make sure the first option, microsites, is selected at the top. Woobox microsites. Then, scroll down to view the templates. Select the second option, sweepstakes. Woobox sweepstakes give your campaign a name. Thinking about stand mixers got me thinking about cookies, so that's what I'll go with for this test. If it were a real campaign, something like premium plugins or Kinsta packages would be a better choice for a subject. Remember, audience attunement. Woobox sweepstakes name. Here are the editing options. From here, you can rename your campaign, add a description, set your start and end dates, and set rules for entries. After you're done with that, look in the left-hand menu and select Customize. Woobox Customize Sweepstakes. It's pretty plain Jane without some alterations. Fortunately, customizing your giveaway is super easy. Struggling with downtime and WordPress problems? Kinsta is the hosting solution designed to save you time. Check out our features. Woobox Sweepstakes default. Click on an element to edit it directly and customize each feature. Once you're done, click the green Save Changes button at the top. Woobox Save Changes. After your campaign has saved, select Exit to get to your overview page where you can track your progress. Grab an embed code to place it directly on your website. Set up social sharing, and more. Woobox Sweepstakes Overview. That's all there is to it. Another alternative for running giveaways you might want to check out is the new Worize WordPress plugin. Okay, if you're not ready to commit to a giveaway, what are your other options? If you've got your hand in the content cookie jar, it's time to start thinking about upgrades. Make magnetic content upgrades. Out of businesses with a blog, only 57% of them have nabbed a customer from their readers. What's the ticket to making sure you land in that 57%? Making the right offer at the right time. Specifically, providing content upgrades. If you're not familiar with the term, a content upgrade is whenever you offer users bonus content to what's on your site in exchange for their email address. It doesn't have to be super fancy. It just has to add value for the user. Cheat sheets, checklists, and ebooks are all popular options. The more targeted your upgrade, the better. Using custom content upgrades on their blog posts helps Codeine WP's content convert better, anywhere from 831% to 1613%. Tim Saulo touts the benefits of content upgrades for email conversion rates, as well. His conversion rate grew by 300% in a single month as a result of adding content upgrades. Conversion rate with content upgrade. Image source. Bloggerjet. Here's a quick visual summary of potential content upgrades you can offer on your website. Content upgrade options. Image source. ConvertKit. Now, let's look specifically at how other people are using content upgrades. Aptly. Here's an example from Wendy Maynard, a marketing specialist who works with small businesses. Checklist as a content upgrade. Beyond the appeal of being highly meta, this content upgrade is laser targeted to the page it's found on. If you're reading her blog on what a content upgrade is, chances are that an additional, no fuss list will be a welcome supplement. NerdWallet takes a slightly more general approach, offering a free ebook on the best industries to start a new business on a page dedicated to writing a business plan. Ebook as a content upgrade. Ultimately, what you offer as a content upgrade will depend on your audience, resources, and specific goals. To set it up, refer back to the first section of this article and use the capture form tools there to build your content upgrade. Just make sure it really is an upgrade. Nothing makes someone hit unsubscribe quite so fast as spammy material, assuming the emails make it through in the first place. For our last tip, it's time to go off-site and dive into the party itself. Specifically, it's time to get social. Leverage social media for community growth. Social media can help your list boom with both paid and free methods. And considering 77% of the US population has a social media profile, it definitely has the reach to find your future subscribers. Social media usage. Image source. Statista. Let's check out the free options first. Facebook lets brands put CTA buttons directly beneath their cover photo. You can see this in action on our Facebook page. Facebook CTA. Clicking on the sign up button takes you directly to a page to log in or sign up for Kinsta with an email address. Kinsta signup page. Twitter allows for a similar, albeit slightly less straightforward option. Although you can't link up a button, you can place your email sign up page into the bio section. Just be sure to use the word subscribe so people know what they are heading into. Here's an example from the Content Marketing Institute. Twitter CTA. Don't think using online communities will make much difference to your email list. Consider the case of Daniel Ndukwu, who used the social world to grow his subscribers by 339% in just 2 months. Greenhouse Software saw similar results when they used split testing and retargeting on social media, growing their email list by 15% in a month with a bottom-of-the-barrel paid advertisement. Twitter ad email list. WeSqueak, an online retailer for kids' shoes, likewise saw staggering rewards with low market spend. Spending $90 on Facebook ads yielded them over 600 emails. So, how can you use these platforms to grow? In addition to linking up your sign-up pages in your bio and business pages, there are 2 big and cheap options available. Although Twitter cards don't collect email addresses directly anymore, these can be used to ask for subscribers or direct users to a squeeze page where you can offer content upgrades. Or, you can use them with the giveaway from our previous step for even more stellar results. Check out how PCH and Visa use these different combinations below. Twitter ad giveaways. The second paid solution is with Facebook-led ads. If you've never seen them before, here's a peek from Vets Now. Notice how giveaways are being deployed again. Facebook-led ads. Similar to Twitter cards, Facebook-led ads allow you to work a CTA directly into the post. Unlike Twitter, However, you can use a button that, upon being clicked, will trigger a drop-down form for email capture. Using Facebook-led ads helped our earlier example, WeSqueak, pull off their growth. They were also responsible for Hubble Contact's success, generating close to 3,000 new leads for the business at a rock-bottom $2.30 corporal. Here's the bottom line. If you want your email list to blossom, you may have to fertilize the soils off site with social media. Both free and paid options can help your list hit high tide and get subscribers rolling in. Conclusion. Email lists are your bread and butter for successful marketing and have intensely high ROIs compared to other forms of marketing. And they are easy to build. To bulk up your list quickly, start with making sure your capture form is as user-friendly as possible. Then, share the love. More specifically, host a giveaway to get some instant subscriber growth. After that, turn to your content. Create easy but targeted value adds in the form of content upgrades to rake in even more email addresses. Finally, don't forget to turn your sites off your site. Social media communities offer both paid and free opportunities to bulk up your subscriber count. Although email marketing may be daunting if you're just dipping your toes in, take heart. This form of marketing is low effort, high yield, and with a little elbow grease, may just become your favorite sales channel yet. If you enjoyed this article, then you'll love Kinsta's WordPress hosting platform. Turbocharge your website and get 24/7 support from our veteran WordPress team. Our Google Cloud-powered infrastructure focuses on auto-scaling, performance, and security. Let us show you the Kinsta difference. Check out our plans.